Hashem Rakakadash, a Barakati Yahweh, a Barakati Yahushai, a Barakati Yahweh, a Barakati Yahushai, a Barakati Yahweh, a Barakati Yahushai. A double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS, who taught us well and who we all learned under. All right, and the sincere shalom to you, the elect out there, listening, and teaching this word out, truth and in sincerity. All right, we're out here another Saturday at the camp, a beautiful day. Hey, today's topic, we're just going to go into the return of Yahweh Shai, and he's coming, hey man, he's not coming to send peace, but his sword, like it says in the scriptures, man. All right, he's not coming, hey, he's coming to judge you people, all right?
That's right.
Let's get that in Isaiah 47.
It's Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne.
Hey, this place is known as Virgin Daughter of Babylon, because if you go into the word Babylon, it means confusion, man. And that's what this place is, man. Nothing but confusion. All right, you're allowed to do whatever the hell you want over here, man. Women are out of order. Men, they're homosexuals. All right, they're effeminate. All right, all type of confusion is going on over here. All right, and it's known as Virgin because this place has never been penetrated. It's never been invaded. All right, which, hey, man, that's coming in big, man. Hey, foreign troops are gonna invade this land, and kill you people. All right?
That's right.
We're not listening, to his prophets, to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, his prophets. All right?
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah, hey. The Chaldeans were known as for their witchcraft, man. And this place, man, it's gonna be. It's already discovered that, man, there's a lot of wickedness going on in this place, man. All right, whether you look into the scenes of what's going on in Hollywood, all right, the medical industry, all right, man, this place is polluted, like it says in Micah, man. That's why it says to arise ye and depart, for this is not our rest. All right.
I got a quick precept.
Okay.
Just went into how the Chaldeans were known for their witchcraft. America is also known for its witchcraft. This is Nahum 3:4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. So yeah, America was built up off that witchcraft, especially out here in Hollywood. You got a lot of warlocks, in the political industry.
Hey, shalom, brother. Hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Barakatah.
Shalom,
Shalom, bro. Good seeing you.
Yeah, so they all worship Satan, basically.
Yeah.
All the high-level elites. And that's how America got its power, pretty much. It's witchcraft.
Yeah.
Just because the brother went into the Chaldees. But back in Isaiah 47:2, take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover thy thigh, pass over the rivers.
Hey, it's making known that this place, man, is not it, man. The average people are talking about this digital currency, man. That's what's being pushed on, everybody, man. All right, this place is, man, it's crumbling by the minute, the economy. All right, man, people are, all the time being judged. All right, this place is not, this place is not the place to be at, pretty much. All right?
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
And that's the main point. When Yahweh Shai returns, man, he's not going to meet you as a man. All right, he's going to meet you as his creator. All right, in that angelic, body. All right, he's coming to judge, to destroy you. All right, those of you wicked Israelites out there and those of you heathens out there, man. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he said he's not going to meet thee as a man.
Yeah.
He's coming with great power and glory. So they're not going to be able to round him up like they did back 2,000 years ago. They're not going to be able to bind him up, punch him and spit on him and all that. He's coming back with great force, a great power, man. He's coming back as a mass murderer, man.
You guys still got something?
Not murder, kill.
Kill, yeah.
Because murder, is wicked, kill.
Yeah, he's coming to
He's
bring
coming to put a lot of death.
Yeah.
He's
Judge-
going to bring a lot of
Judge
judgment
and make
and death.
war.
Yeah.
righteous indignation, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it, bro.
This is Revelation 1:7. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds,
and every eye shall see him.
Hey, those clouds are the UFOs, which, hey, that's being talked about, you know, a lot more lately, man.
Right.
All right, there's no hiding it, man. It's over the, it's in the skies in plain sight, man. All right, those are the chariots of the Lord, and that's how Yahweh Shai, his son, is going to return.
Right.
All right.
And they, it says, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him.
And even those centurions that pierced him, man.
Yeah.
All right, you know, that had him up in the cross. All right, them same people are going to come back. That's reincarnation in the scriptures, man.
Right.
You know, and that day, like it says in the scriptures, man, you know, that day is in his heart, man. Vengeance is in his heart.
Right.
All right.
Just like this guy going around saying, the pastor, somebody, I forgot his name, going around saying that if you see a prophet, somebody said, you say they're a prophet, run.
Yeah.
Just like the prophets are back, just like this guy is coming back too. These guys are coming, everybody's coming back in their own lot. Okay? So the prophets are back, you know, just as well as this guy, the guys that pierced Yahweh Shai is going to come back. They're back now here too.
Yeah, even
Okay.
Rome is back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spiritually Rome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says, and all kindred of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen.
Yeah, that line's no bad. Let it pass. Hey, and that lines up with what's said in Zechariah the 5th chapter, how them chariots, man, that's going to be a curse on the earth, man, for you people that are doing wickedly, man. All right, because that's that righteous indignation, man. The scripture said he's coming, man. When it comes, people are gonna wail, they're gonna cry. All right, hey, because for us, Lord's will, man, that's for our salvation. But for you, it's for your destruction. All right. That was it.
I got a precept.
You got a big problem.
So Acts, just going back in the whole chariots, you know. It's Acts 1 and the way Yahushua is coming back. Acts 1 and 11, which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
Yeah. So just like he exited his earth, man, that's how he's coming to, you know, in his return. All right, in those chariots. All right, and it's not. Like the news is trying to spread, man. It's not aliens, man. Those are angels, man. All right, and your creator is gonna return in one big Salaki, one big fathership. All right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Back in Isaiah 47 and 3.
Jump to Revelation 19 and get 10.
Can I get this real quick?
Yeah.
Zechariah 5 and 3. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off on that side according to it.
And that goes back to the Isaiah 47, how your shame is going to be made known, man. And did you not steal this land, man? You know, this land is, you know, there's a lot of blood, a lot of bloodshed, a lot of history that went down when you occupied this land. All right? You know, and all that is being made known, man. You're the thief. And that's why when the chariots come, it's going to be known as your curse. All right?
What was this?
We continue on Isaiah 47.
Revelation 19.
Yeah. To 10? Yeah. Revelation 19 and 10.
So Revelation 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy.
Yeah, the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. You know, what we're coming out here to do every weekend, man. All right, you know, teach the words and the prophecies of these books. All right, at the return of Yahushua.
That's right.
All right, continue on.
Revelation, back to Isaiah.
Revelation.
Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
Hey, and that's that UFO, man, that fathership, man. You know, he's coming to make war, you know, with these other nations, man. He's gonna visit you in the valley of Yahweh Shabbat. All right, you know, and a lot of you are gonna meet your maker that day, man. All right, that's prophecy.
All the ones that said only God can judge me.
Hey, you're gonna find out. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, because that's a big saying in this world. You
Yeah.
know, they acting like the judgment of the Most High is less severe than the judgment of man. Okay, which is totally insane, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The Lord showed John the beginning of Esau getting that nuclear capability. He showed John wars and how Esau is like a demon to the earth. And then he showed John the end of him,
Yeah.
which is nuclear missiles, you know? And then
the same missiles that, like you're saying, man, the Lord gave the knowledge to him to make.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Traded the smith.
Yeah.
Verse 12. His eyes were as the flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but himself.
And those many crowns, man, are the crowns he's gonna snatch from you, different world leaders, man. All right.
Yeah.
Once he comes, man, he's coming to establish his dominion. You know, his authority, man, he's gonna reign forever and ever, man. All right. It's gonna be him and the 144,000. All right. Of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right.
All right.
And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High.
Hey, you know, that symbolizes that he's coming to do a whole lot of judgment, man. A lot of killing, you know, like it says in Isaiah, man. All right?
And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness of the wrath of the Almighty power.
And so you're gonna find out in that day, man, the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is nothing to be messed around with, man. All right, because he gets straight to the point, man. Once he executes judgments, he executes it, man. All right?
And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh the name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, Come and gather yourselves together unto the great supper of the great power.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a pretty place to be at, you know, at that time, man. You know, there's gonna be a lot of dead bodies, a lot of corpses, man. That's gonna be the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And Lord of Lords, Kings of Kings, man, that's gonna be your creator forever, you know, till, hey, there's no end, forever. All right?
Yeah, so many dead bodies, these birds are gonna have a feast out there, man.
Yeah.
You know?
You could go back to Isaiah. You got a scripture, you said? No.
I got one. It's Matthew 10:34. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Yeah, people think he's coming to send peace, man. People think that, hey, in the skies it's gonna be Cesare Borgia, you know, that comes in, man. You know, that's far from reality, man.
Right.
What's coming is Yahweh Shai, man. He's coming to judge, you know, this wicked place, Babylon the Great. All right? For all its wickedness and all its whoredoms, all right?
That is because the people of this world think that they could do wickedness, right?
They get away.
And get away with it, that the Lord is going to wink at their wickedness, you know, when they know better. The Lord will wink at you when you don't know any better, okay? But now, the prophets that's been out, they know who they are, they know what their nationality is, and they still insist on serving Cesare Borgia, okay? They still insist on being a part of this system.
Yeah.
Okay, and all of that is going to be detrimental to their health, man, to their salvation. And the opposite of salvation is damnation. They're going to be damned on this side, okay? They're going to either get taken by the famine, the race war,
Or the sword.
all the plagues that the Lord is going to set on the earth, and then ultimately the nuclear missiles,
Yeah.
okay?
And that's a beautiful point the brother brought out, man. It's not like you haven't been warned, man.
Yeah.
All right, the truth, hey, it's out there, man. It's all over the internet, man.
It's out there.
All right. You got a precept, bro?
Oh yeah. Going back to them thinking that it's all good, that the Lord is coming back, he's going to come with flowers and candies and lollipops. It's Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end of it? To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Yeah, that thermonuclear destruction, man. You know that, hey, that's gonna cause the darkness. And not only that, everything leading up to that, man. Like the brother was going into pestilence, all right, famine, sword, all right, Salakia. These different judgments that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has, man. You know, it's not gonna be a pretty place, all right. A lot of you Christians think it's just gonna be some rapture, you know, an easy cakewalk. No, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is coming with great evils, man. All right.
Yeah, our people don't. They hear the words, but they won't do them, right?
Yeah.
They go to church every Sunday and come out doing the same thing over and over again, but not trying to change their ways.
Yeah.
Thinking that the Lord is going to accept them the way that they are. You know, this thing it requires a discipline.
Yeah.
Okay.
It desires that you fear the Lord, man. That's the beginning of wisdom. You know, and how does that start? By not committing the same sin over and over again, like the brother's saying, man.
Yeah.
All right.
By fearing the Lord.
By fearing the Lord.
That's the first step
Yeah.
of being accepted of the Lord is fearing Him. And
Yeah.
Of course, to fear the Lord, you got to have faith in the Lord. You know. But going back to that church, they show you in that movie, they clone Tyrone. That's a part of Esau's
It sure is.
vicious cycle of keeping you Jakes on a low vibration. You know, that's a part of it. Just like the pimp is a part of it. Just like the hoe is a part of it. Just like the drug dealers are a part of it. The church is a part of it as well. So you're being attacked on that level too. And there's no excuse nowadays. You got the prophets out on the highways and byways throughout the whole earth. There's no excuse why you still in the goddamn church worshiping Jesus, man. Who the fuck is Jesus, man?
Yeah.
You know?
Dark skin worshiping a so-called white God.
Yeah.
You got Issachar over there on their knees, you know, walking blocks
Exactly.
to worship these idols, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like, come on, man. Or don't let the Pope go to South America. They're gonna be crying and trying to touch him like he's Yahweh Shai, man.
What is that?
Yeah.
Shit.
Our people are a goddamn disgrace.
And yesterday I was in a restaurant, and when I got my food, I sat down, and this guy, he was outside. I seen him outside holding the Jesus. He was Issachar. Okay, he was holding Jesus saves and all that, talking to people, telling them they're being deceived and all of that. And then he came over and put some of them on my table, you know. So I asked him. I started going back and forth with him, and he told me, he's like, "So you one of them Hebrew Israelites, huh?" I was like, "Yeah."
I didn't know.
You know,
What gave it away?
because I started talking. I
Okay.
started talking, right? He's like, "You one of them Hebrew Israelites, right?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, "You are too."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, you're being deceived." I was like, "No, you're being deceived." Okay.
See, but he knows about
He
that.
knows about it.
Yeah.
That's the point. He knows about it, and yet he's still carrying this sign talking about Jesus. Okay. And I asked him about the letter J, and then I went into Revelation 1 and 13. Okay, read it to him, and then he was like, and then we got to the part about the bronze. He's like, "Yeah, I know what you're getting at. I know what you're getting at," but and then he didn't want to deal with it. Okay.
But when you go to Mexico, you got men that look like us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You go to Puerto Rico, Cuba, Brazil, they look like us over there. They just speak a different tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So how the hell?
they don't really show like Jake like that. Dark
Nah,
skins, Jake.
Esau is gonna show you one Gadite.
Yeah.
He gonna show you one Issachar.
Yeah.
You know, when we all, you don't know what tribe we from.
Right.
You can't look at us and guess.
That goes
You know?
to show you how hard-headed Jake is, man. That's why 2/3, man. You know they're gonna die.
Yeah, that's all part of the Lord making the heart fat is that
Yeah.
Jesus shit. Because the Lord at the end of the day did not want them to be healed.
Yeah.
You know?
We're on this earth to be judged, man.
Yeah.
I was watching this whack ass show called Beef. Brother told me it was dope. That shit trash. Hell nah, bro. The fuck? But I'm 2 episodes in. That shit ass. But my point is, he went to church. You seen it? The group went to church, and they talking about some Jesus. You know what I mean? I used to live in Rosemead, across the street from this church called Chinese for Christ, man. So come on, man. Come on, man.
I've seen a few churches like that.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
And the Lord talks about the Broadway. Christianity is the Broadway.
Oh man.
Everybody going
We
in
all
there.
grew up on that. So how does that fit the scriptures?
Right.
You know, we're supposed to come, you know, we're supposed to be awakened to the truth at one point, not be born into, you know, something that the truth ain't gonna, Esau ain't gonna give you the truth, man. Esau ain't gonna give you the truth, man. And that's what he's been giving you, Jakes. Christianity, that Jesus goddamn juice.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that, man.
That's why the scriptures say you have to be born again. Okay, you got to forget all the things that this world has taught you as far as so-called religion is concerned and the Bible is concerned. Because they don't teach the Bible in church. They do not teach the Bible in church. All right? It's all
Right.
doctrine.
They don't, bro. Because I was at church as a kid.
Yeah.
They didn't go in depthly into Noah. They didn't go in depthly into Moses.
Yeah.
They didn't go in depthly into the Lord.
Right.
They didn't go in depthly into salvation. They didn't go into no prophecies. You know?
And the main thing they didn't go into was telling you who you are as relating to the Bible. That you are the people of the Bible. That would have made the whole difference right there. That would have made you want to go to church to learn. You know? They teaching that you're the Gentiles. That you're the heathen Gentiles. Okay? And that these rats over there are the real Jews.
They flipping the script.
Yeah, they flipping the script heavy.
I got a preset.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then they taking your money at the same time.
Yeah.
You got Jake that think they giving their money to the Lord by giving their money to the pastors.
Yeah, they
when these
think-
pastors are just you giving them their lifestyle.
Yeah.
Dude name was Creflo Dollar.
Yeah. Crease flow
And
dollar.
my mom used to have that shit playing when we getting ready for work, school. She used to have that dude on. I remember like 98, 99. Creflo Dollar.
Yeah. It is a
Bro,
pimp
he's
name.
pimping
He's pimping them.
the congregation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
And
dude has his own jet.
That's
you know?
that's like mockery. You know, he could use that name and they gonna still come.
Right.
You know, Esau probably gave him that name. Okay.
Shit, rappers be having dollar in their name.
Exactly. Ty dollar sign.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that was nothing but pure deception.
Hey, my grandma thinks a true pastor is one that's blessed with money. That's what they think. They think if they got money, the Lord must be blessing them.
They say the gain is godliness.
There it is.
Yeah. There it is. Yeah.
They don't know where they at.
Hey, man,
Like
there-
Jake be saying, do you know where you at?
Right.
This is Satan's world, man.
Yeah. Hey, there's nothing but wickedness that goes on in those churches, man. All right, nothing but extortion, adultery, man, all type of wickedness going on.
Oh
in there.
yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a pastor named Eddie Long. You know, he got he was Eddie Longstroke, yeah. He was caught, molesting boys and shit.
Yeah.
I think he dropped dead
Yeah, he
recently,
did.
man.
That's judgment.
He was
Yeah.
he got all sick and shit.
But he had money,
Probably had AIDS.
Yep.
You know?
'Cause he was, I think he was in Atlanta.
Yeah. Yep.
You got TD Snakes.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the other dude in Texas? Look like an Edomite.
I know what you're talking about. The one that closed the door.
Joel Osteen.
Joel
Yeah.
Osteen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers is making bank.
Bank. You know. And over here in LA, they got that West Angeles church. You know, they had one church across the street, and then they built another big Coliseum church. Okay, it's a big church, huge. What do they call it? A mega
Stadium?
church.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
These prosperity pimps, they can deceive our people, man, because our people have that zeal, but
Yeah.
not according to knowledge.
Yeah.
So Jake will flood in them churches and give them all that money, thinking that they're getting knowledge, but they're not,
They're hope dealers, bro. They selling hope to our people.
Right.
And they don't pay taxes. You know when Esau don't charge you, something's wrong.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? Creflo Dollar. At one of his services, he had everybody to come down to drop money at his feet. Right? He had so much money, it looked like snow of money. Okay, over the whole pulpit area. Okay, just money, just up over his calf. Okay, he was just dancing in it. Okay, talking about they blessing him, and they're gonna get their blessing from the Most High.
Yeah, you blessing him, all right.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Ezekiel 34:1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, unto the shepherds, woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flocks?
Yeah, you got all these, like the brothers are going into examples, man. Of people not doing it for the right intentions, man. All right, doing it all just for money, for gain, for seats in the table, man. All right, their thing isn't about truth, man. It's about money.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, what are you supposed to feed your flocks? All right? The Lord's flock is like considered sheep. And Peter, Yahweh Shai told Peter 3 times, if you love me, feed my sheep. And how are you supposed to feed the Lord's flock? How are you supposed to feed the Lord sheep? With this word. Okay? And that's something that these churches don't do. They don't teach you this word. They don't teach you the truth. They don't tell you who you are. Okay? They take away from you. But you people don't get nothing back. All, like you said, like they were saying, all you're getting is hope. Verse 3, ye eat the fat, and ye clothe you with the wool. Ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock. The disease have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick, neither have ye bound up that which was broken, neither have ye brought again that which was driven away, neither have ye sought that which was lost. Because who was at the end of the day, who's lost?
Yeah.
We were us.
Our people.
We're considered as the lost sheep in the house of Israel. Okay?
Hey, that's why the Lord told pretty much you can't worship the Lord and Mammon. And you know, the Christianity church they show you that they try to worship God and money at the same time.
Yeah.
It's don't mix.
Priorities are all the way messed up, man. It goes to show you that, man, you're it's gonna be just when you receive the judgment, man. It speaks about how the servant that knew, man, he's gonna be beaten with more stripes, man. And best believe, man, if you're out there teaching a lie, man, you gotta know the truth. All right, you know this, man. All right. That's it. Right?
But with force and with cruelty have ye ruled them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it on that.
Got a good precept. So Job 12:16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. So yeah, man, if it's 2023, you're still caught up in that Jesus, you're still caught up in the church. You know, hey, most likely the Most High wants you there, man.
Yeah.
You know. Want to bring up that Timothy?
Yeah. Can you start at 3, 6, and 3?
So 1 Timothy 6:3. If any man teach otherwise and consent not to wholesome words, even the words of our Lord Yahweh Shai, and to the doctrine which is according to godliness.
And you got all these pastors, all these other Israelite groups, man, teaching, not teaching according to the doctrine, man, not teaching according to what's written in this book. All right, you know they're doing it for like we were speaking earlier for gain. All right, to make a profit out of our own people.
Yep.
All right.
And then you got the ones too that when they hear the real word, they're teaching against the word.
Yeah.
They're saying what we're saying is not true.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, another thing that these pastors teach is that God's good and that God's all love.
Hey.
That's why these alphabet people think they can be accepted by Him.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We had this one pastor arguing with this one Christian, another Christian that was against that, and the Christian said, "Prove it through the Bible." And the pastor that kept saying, he just kept saying the same shit. God's all love. He's all good. You know, he loves. He's for everyone. All right. He couldn't. You could see his reaction, you know, when the Christian said to prove it, you know, because ain't nowhere in the scriptures that you can prove that God loves everybody, man. Okay, there's scriptures that say that He hates. He hates Esau, Edom. He hates wickedness. You go to Proverbs 6. I think where it lists the things that He hates.
Yeah, the 6 things.
Okay,
Yeah.
He hates sinners, which the church will tell you that God hates the sin and not the sinner. Okay, but they won't even tell you what sin is using the scriptures.
John, the only covenant that the Most High made with all nations was, you know, the rainbow. You know, He said He wasn't going to flood you other nations out again. And what did you do with that? You took that symbol and you made it into something wicked, man. Now it represents pure wickedness.
Hey, going to that point that brother was saying, how the churches like to teach that God is good all the time, man. The scriptures speak otherwise, man. It speaks about how shall there be evil in the city and the Lord had not done it, man. And He's constantly passing judgment on this place, man.
Yeah.
All right, against the evil in this place.
And what about the story of Saul?
Yes.
The Lord put an evil spirit on him.
God.
Showing you the Lord controlled that side.
He controls all sides, man.
It's
Yeah.
not just good.
I think it was King Ahab. The Lord sent the lion spirit
Yeah.
to deceive him. You know, the Lord's in control. The Lord's in control of Esau, Edom. The devil just don't know it. You know, he think he got all.
Quick precept is Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Hey, the Lord, man, He's the one that sanctions it all, man. Whether someone is born in this life, whether someone exits this life, man. All right?
Yeah,
Every
and
single thing.
The way that someone exits in life could be harsh,
Yeah, it could be terrible.
cruel.
Yeah.
Get hit by a car and burn to death, and that's his way out. You know, you people mourn like he was such a good guy, or even with little kids.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of our people that are fools, you know, that don't believe in the Most High. The reason for it is because of His judgments. If God loved us, if God was real, why would He allow babies to die all day? I hear that all the time. Okay, I hear how our people always have a problem with, if God was good or if God was real, why would He let kids or babies die all day? Well, you don't know judgment.
Yeah, you don't know God.
Yeah, you don't know the
who
Most
the
High.
Creator is, man.
It's quick precept, Proverbs 28:5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things.
Right.
Shows the back that point that brother's saying, man. You know, you wicked people don't understand judgment, man. Hey, you may not understand why that little baby died, why that little kid got gunned down, but the Lord knows it.
Yeah.
All right?
Right. Get that account with King David. He was mourning for his for his son. 'Cause
Yeah.
It said evil men understand not judgment. Righteous men understand judgment.
Yeah.
You know, the righteous understand that the issues of death belong to the Lord, man. That's why we fear the Lord. The Lord, He can touch you in many ways, man. Like that DJ Quick song, so many ways. He could get you, man.
I got something
Remember
real
that
quick.
Jake that came up? He gave me a hug like a couple times. And we started talking about how the Lord could get his kids. His
right.
whole demeanor changed.
Oh, yeah, God.
Like, wait, hold up. Hold
Yeah.
up. I was just joking. I was, you know. Nah, motherfucker, the Lord can get you
Yeah.
and your kids, nigga.
Yep.
Go ahead.
This is Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Right? The trumpet
Yeah.
is being blown.
That warning is being blown, man.
That's right.
All right, yeah, we're telling you if you don't get right, that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is coming. All right, to judge.
You're supposed to be afraid when you hear this thing. All right? Just like in the ancient times, the watchmen on the walls, they would sound them alarms. You're supposed to be afraid. Go ahead.
Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai hath not done it?
See?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Op.
Yeah, there you go again, man. You know, everything is sanctioned by the Lord, man. All right, whether you hear those cries out there, man, hey, death, all right, whatever way people exit out, man, that's Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Yeah, man.
All right?
You know, car accidents, burnings,
Right.
fires, all of that, man.
Even when you're born with a deformity, all right, you can't walk, you're lame, you're blind, you're deaf, that's all the Lord.
Hey,
What you- It all has to do what you did with your past life.
The apostles asked Yahweh Shai, who did sin, his parents or him?
Yeah. There you
know,
go.
So they understood. Okay.
And at that moment, it was just to perform that miracle. But hey, you know that's the right question to ask.
We from all the tribes, man. What tribe you from, man?
Where 12?
Huh?
Where 12? Which one you are?
I'm a Gadite. I'm from the tribe of Gad. Native American.
I'm Israeli and never heard of you.
What tribe you from?
Israel.
No, what tribe? What tribe?
What?
Yeah, Israel's a
I
nation.
was
What
born
tribe?
in Jerusalem.
Yeah?
Yes. Have you heard of it?
You believe in the Bible?
Of course.
All right, man. I can't really talk to you, man.
Yeah.
You know
Okay.
that you're not a Jew, right?
Okay. Good luck with it.
Yeah, you can't hear, man. You look like that Up dude. You ever see
Yeah,
Up?
he sure do.
Oh, okay.
You can see the ring around his head where he
Yeah,
had
he's
where his
done, man.
yarmulke.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you can see the ring on the head.
You got a bald spot right there.
He don't really believe what he said. I'm a Jew. Yeah, right,
Exactly,
motherfucker.
because
What
that's what
tribe?
they've been taught. Okay,
What tribe is it?
they have inherited lies. Okay,
Yeah. Hey, Ak, what do you want me to start from?
Oh, get that whole thing, bro. Concerning his son.
Yeah, the
Because
one
he understood that something had to happen. Because the Lord said he was going to start where the Lord spared his life.
Okay.
Because the Lord struck King David's son with sickness. Now, he struck the son that he had with what's her name? Solomon's
Sheba.
mother, Bathsheba. Because Solomon was the second son from that woman that he had. But the first son the Lord judged, which was judgment on King David. Go ahead.
This is 2 Samuel's chapter 12 and 7. It says, and Nathan said to David, thou art the man, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, I anointed thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul. And I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah. And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things.
Right, that's how you know the Lord gonna hook us up, man.
Yeah.
Beyond what we imagine, because he knows what we want more than we know. Go ahead.
Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of the Lord to do evil in his sight? Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword,
Right, which was murder.
and hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon. Now think about it. King David, he probably oh, never mind. Oh, yeah.
Trying to cover up that adultery with that murder.
Yeah. It was all premeditated, like the brothers are going into
She
it.
could have, she was pregnant, man.
Yeah.
You know. But it says, now therefore the sword shall never depart from thine house, because thou hast despised me, and hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thy own house, and I will
Right?
take
That's
that.
why his sons, you gotta read it slow out. That's why his sons is coming after him, you know? Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thy own house, and I will take thy wives before thine eyes, and give them unto thy neighbor, and shall lie with thy wives in the sight of the sun. For thou didst it secretly, but I will do this thing before all Israel.
Right, you had, was it Absalom?
Right.
Yeah.
And with his concubines, openly, Jacob's on some wickedness. But that was part of the judgment. Go ahead, you know, I don't know if the point is right there. Go ahead.
Verse 14, howbeit, because by this deed thou hast given great occasion to the enemies of the Lord to blaspheme, the child also that is born unto thee shall surely die.
That was judgment. You see? Go ahead.
And Nathan departed unto his house, and the Lord struck the child that Uriah's wife bare unto David, and it was very sick.
Now this is devastating for a father. You know, you have your newborn son. The last thing you want to happen is any type of pain towards your newborn. Okay, so read that part again.
And Nathan departed unto his house, and the Lord struck the child that Uriah's wife bare unto David, and it was very sick.
Right, so the Lord told him that his son was going to die, so he knew that sickness was going to take him out. So what did King David do? Go ahead.
David therefore besought the Most High for the child, and David fasted and went in and lay all the night upon the earth.
So yeah, he's asking for mercy, man. You know, which a spiritual righteous man would do.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And the elders of his house arose and went to him to raise him up from the earth, but he would not, neither did he eat bread with him. And it came to pass on the seventh day that the child died, and the servants of David feared to tell him that the child was dead. For they said, behold, while the child was yet alive, we spake unto him, and he would not hearken unto our voice. Now will he then vex himself if we tell him that the child is dead? But when David saw that his servants whispered, David perceived that the child was dead. Therefore David said unto his servants,
Yeah, he knew in the spirit, man.
Yeah.
So it took them 7 days. Go ahead.
is the child dead? And he said, he is dead. Then David arose from the earth, and washed and anointed himself,
Uh-huh.
and changed his apparel, and came into the house of the Lord, and worshipped. Then he came to his own house, and when he required, they set bread before him, and he did eat.
Now look at the reaction of his servants.
Then said his servant unto him, what thing is this that thou hast done? thou didst fast and weep for the child while it was alive. But when the child was dead, thou didst rise and eat bread. And he said, while the child was yet alive, I fasted and wept. For I said, who can tell whether the Most High will be gracious to me, that the child may live? But now he is dead. Wherefore should I fast? Can I bring him back again? I shall go to him, but he should not return to me.
Right, because he's in the spirit world. Now, read that again in Proverbs.
Yeah.
Because he understood judgment. The Lord told him, "Listen, your son gonna die." He understood judgment. That's why his servants that didn't understand the judgment, they were like, what the hell going on?
Yeah.
Thinking that he's gonna mourn even more because his son died. No, he was asking for mercy, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Proverbs 28:5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things.
Right, King David understood, man.
Yeah.
That's why he said, I should go to him, but he should not come back to me.
Yeah.
You know? I just want to build on that, you know?
They're like a newborn baby dies. It's a newborn baby, but the spirit's not new. It's always been on earth.
Yeah.
You know, countless
That's-
times.
And that was judgment on that baby, right?
You know.
Now, 7 days old, the Lord struck him with a sickness. His immune system ain't built up for that.
Yeah.
You know, a sick baby would die like that, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a good point.
Hey, even with a child, you know, gets judged. That's his judgment. You know, you gotta understand when that child, before he came onto earth, he was in the spiritual realm where he received where the Lord taught him, where the Lord judged him for the things that he did in his past life. And his judgment was he gonna come back on earth, and at, let's say, 7 years old, that's when the Lord's gonna have you get hit by a car. Okay? Or have you get shot to death. Or have your parents, your father, your mother murder you, beat you up or torture you. You know? It's all judgment.
Hit by a straight bullet.
Right. Straight, which that happens a lot.
Yeah.
You even have in Jeremiah, I think 9, or Jeremiah 9, 9:21, it says, death shall enter into our windows.
Yeah.
You know? Jake get drive-by shooting and missed their target, but really, the Lord had that happen because he was gonna use that to get somebody, man.
Car accidents.
Right.
Same thing with like airplanes. Airplane goes down, it'll kill everybody on the plane except for maybe like 3 people.
Yeah.
Where it counts that there are actually airplane crashes where like 2 survivors.
Hey, speaking of airplane crashes, one just happened on Thursday, I believe.
Oh yeah, in the Van
On
Nuys
Van
Airport.
Nuys Airport.
Yeah.
2 of them, I believe it was a small airplane.
Yeah, it
but
was, yeah.
both of them died. That was a judgment.
Hey, there's a lot of celebrities that land down there. Hey, Lord's will, yeah. There was someone. Hey, that's how you know like wickedness was going on and shit.
A lot of private jets.
Yeah. I got a precept real quick. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 56. It says, for a while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
How can you suffer after death? Are you going to go into the pits of hell?
No. that doesn't exist, man. Hey, man. Hey, your judgment is played out through here, like the brothers are saying, man.
Get that.
All right? You know,
Ecclesiastes 3.
yeah. Whether you face a straight bullet, a plane crash, all right? Whether you're born blind, deaf, deformed, all right? Whether you die at an early age, man. You know, that's judgment.
Yeah.
All right? Just
And
like,
that's why.
Yeah.
Sorry.
just like when Yahushua was we was put on that cross, man, you know, our people said, hey, let the blood be on our hands and our children, man. All right, you say people are the ones facing that judgment, all right? You know, through reincarnation like we're going into.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, the judgment is about to come upon them.
Yeah,
How shall returns.
that's all gonna be deserved because it came out of the horse's mouth, man. You people said it yourselves.
Hey, back then, our people knew
Yeah.
about judgment, you know, but now our people are emotional about it.
Yeah.
They'll tell you God, they'll not believe in God because of it, you know, or they'll talk evil of the Most High because they don't understand His judgment. They don't understand the Most High, you know, because you believe, like we were going into earlier about these churches, that He's all good, okay? And then you contemplate in your mind the things that goes on around the world, and you be like, how is God good?
Right.
You know?
How can God kill a little baby? You know, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
You know.
You're emotional and you're confused, man. All right?
Just like in the time of Jacob's trouble, You can't get caught up in all that death that you're gonna see.
God,
So
yeah.
that's judgment on them, man.
Yeah.
That's part of that wisdom and knowledge to be the stability of thy times. That's part of that stability.
Right.
All that death that you're gonna witness and see, you're gonna know that hey, that was judgment from the Lord.
Yup.
We understand it, but these people ain't gonna understand
Hey.
it. It's gonna bug them out.
Yeah.
The Lord told Jeremiah not to lift up a cry or prayer for these people.
It's real.
We're not supposed. We got to be like that king in 2 Kings 6. If the Most High don't help thee, how can I help thee?
Yeah.
You know, we got to have a cold spirit on us in that
We
day.
already have that cold spirit on
You
us.
know, and the Lord's gonna put that spirit on us.
We already have it, bro.
Um,
I mean, yeah, you know, it's gonna be even that much more, but we already have it, bro. We already, when things happen, we already know what it is, man. These people don't know.
yeah.
We already know.
Hey, they look at us crazy when we laugh about certain things that happen, man. Disasters, judgments, and we understand
Celebrities dying.
it. Celebrities dying. All right.
Yeah, like I was with my family. And my family mentioned this shooting. All these people died. I just started laughing.
Yeah.
And my sister's like, "How can you laugh?" I'm like, "What you talking about? It's the Lord's judging. You
Why
know?
don't you know I'm laughing?
You should know. Out of all people in this room, you should know why I'm laughing."
That's why you. I remember one time, this is back in the day, back in the day, 08, 09 maybe. The apostles in New York, they was talking about Aaliyah, and they started clapping, you know, how the Lord judged her, you know. Some people would consider that crazy, man.
Yeah.
But we understand judgment comes from the Lord, man. It's not a hard thing to understand, man.
Right.
She was being super wicked.
Understanding
Hey.
all things.
Like that prophet, the prophet that got eaten by a lion. Not ate, but killed by the lion. And the Lord had the lion, and I believe it was his donkey laying right next to him. So everyone that passes by knows that was judgment. You know? That was judgment.
Yeah.
Okay? And like I said earlier, people back then were more spiritual. They knew of the Lord, they knew of his judgment, they knew of his ways, they knew to fear him, man.
And Esau Edom didn't deceive the whole earth yet.
All right.
Esau Edom done lied to people about everything, man. Got you thinking about hell, all these different, just weird philosophies, man.
Yeah, got you thinking that everyone's equal. Everyone
what I mean?
deserves like an opportunity.
Yeah, like got you thinking that everyone has a hand destroying the earth and polluting it.
Yeah.
When it's your ass, Esau.
So Esau confused everyone.
Yeah. It's not humanity destroying the earth, man. It's your ass, man. You devil.
And they're so confused when you got the truth out, people don't want to believe it.
Yeah.
I got a precept.
Okay.
Ecclesiastes 3:16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. That wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. I said in my heart,
And a place of judgment is on earth.
right.
You know, this is the place of judgment. This is where it plays out. You know?
Yeah.
Somebody being judged right now. Somebody getting shot right now. Somebody getting a car accident right now. Somebody dying some way right now.
There's people
Yeah,
that
every
are
day. Every minute.
constantly being born in this world, and you got people that are constantly being
Put to death.
put to death in this world.
Yeah.
Every day, man.
But then they want to say the earth is overpopulated.
Right.
See, but that's just adding to the idea that there's no God. Like, nah, man, the Lord got this thing running perfectly, man.
Right. And hey, they'll say it's overpopulated, right? Because you have billions of people, but the Lord's the one that is putting them here. Why? Because it's time for judgment. There's a lot of souls that are sent down here that are being born either to be judged or to be saved. Just like same thing with the foreigners. All right, come here in America. You know, you want to come here and fight for a better life. Yeah, you come here, you may make it here, but it's either for you to be judged or to be saved. Okay?
I got a real, you got something?
No.
I got a real quick one. This is Hebrews 10. I'm gonna start. It's 30 and 31. It says, "For we know him that have said, Vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people."
Yeah, hey, if you think you're getting away with anything, you're not, man. Hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, he sees it all. All right, he sees all the evil, all the good that's being done. But hey, most importantly, there's no escaping judgment. All right?
It is.
It's called Jacob's trouble.
Yeah.
You cannot run and you cannot hide from the Most High.
Hey, yeah, and Jacob's trouble, man, that's a big thing, man. It speaks about how the time that's coming is a time like no other.
Yeah.
That's never been seen. All right, that's something to fear, man. All right, if you're not doing right by the Lord, man, hey, that's heavy judgment right there, man.
31, it says, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God.
Yeah, fearful things, man. He knows what makes you tick, man. He knows what you fear. He knows what you love the most. He can take it away just like that. All right, that brother brought a beautiful point. That one Israelite that came to the camp, man. You know, hey, he got all choked up when, you know, his kids, you know, were brought up. But that's where the Lord takes it, man.
Yeah, it got real.
It got
Hey,
real.
Same thing with that other nigga.
It sunk in.
The is the one with the skinny jeans. The one, the guy, light skinned. He was laughing. I don't know if you remember. You had a problem with him.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Oh, when we was down there?
No. Right here. No, he worked amongst Amalek in Hollywood.
Oh,
He
yeah.
wanted to get seen on
I
camera.
remember him. Yeah.
He had a family too.
Yeah.
You know, he had a family. The Lord, I say that because, you know, the Lord knows what you love.
Yeah.
And he can take away the things that you love, you know?
Once that happens, man, it sinks in real quick, man. That's how you know you fucked up.
Hey,
All right.
because judgment is not just putting you to death. The Lord can make you suffer,
Yeah.
you know? He had this one guy, he jumped from a tower building,
Oh, yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Because he wanted to kill himself. But the Lord, like, you're not gonna die today. You're just gonna be shot. Your body's gonna be shattered on the floor. You saw his ankles coming out of his flesh, his arm twisted the other way.
Yeah, he was so greedy.
Shit, and he was
Yeah.
still alive. Guess what? That was the Lord making him suffer, man.
And it's gonna be intensified, man. Hey, man, it spoke about how like the plagues are gonna return, man. There's gonna be apparitions, man. Hey, man, that's gonna be a wild thing for you people. You're gonna bug out. All right.
I never liked the ghetto.
It was just like, well, before Judas Iscariot, man, he hung himself, man. He saw them demons. All right, man.
His mind condemned him.
Yeah, his mind condemned him, man. Man, you people are gonna bug the fuck out.
He was trying to force Yahushua hand.
Yeah.
You know, because he wasn't spiritual. But I got precept. This is Job 18:14. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the King of terrors. The King of terrors ain't talking about no Edomite. The King of terrors is talking about Yahweh Shah. So if someone has the title of the King of terrors,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, just use your imagination, man. So that's a fearful thing. Somebody gotta get their brakes fixed. Goddamn. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, and the Lord is alive, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing you people don't understand. The Lord is, come on now. The Lord is living.
That's the man who created you, man. He knows your fears.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, like bro said, man, King of terrors, man. All right. He created both the good and the evil, man. All right. He knows how to judge your ass.
I got a precept. Sirach 12:6. For the Most High hated sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly,
Yeah.
and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
Yeah. You're not getting away with anything. Just because you're not getting judged right now, this instant, doesn't mean you're not gonna get judged. All right. You're gonna you're gonna have that day, man. You're gonna see why you fucked up. All right. And hey, at that time, you're gonna know why it happened. All right. That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Hey, were you done reading that Hebrews? Bro? Yeah. Yeah, that was it. That was it? Oh, okay. All right. Where were we before?
Isaiah 47 and that's 1 Timothy.
Oh, okay. We were reading Timothy. Yeah, let's go back to Timothy. Verse 5.
Actually, we're at 4.
Oh, okay.
I'll start at 3.
Yes.
Back in 1 Timothy 6 and 3. If any man teach otherwise and consent not to wholesome words, even the words of our Lord Yahushua, and to the doctrine which is according to his godliness, he is proud, knowing nothing, but doting about questions and strives of words, whereof cometh envy, strife, railings, evil surmisings, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds, and destitute of the truth.
Yeah, these different pastors, these different false teachers, man, you know, they don't have the truth, man. You know, they may know of it, but they're teaching lies, man. All right, just to fill up seats. You know, just going back to that topic, man. You know, hey, it's corrupt out here in these churches. All right.
And destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness, from such withdraw thyself.
Yeah, and that's how a majority of our people see it as that, man. You know, they see the man in a nice suit, all right, driving that nice car, you know, all clean shaven. You know, they think that's godliness. All right, when it's the opposite of that. Hey, it just says in the verse above, destitute of truth. There's no truth in that. All right, like it says in the scriptures, man, you know, it's impossible for a rich, no, Salakia. It's roughly paraphrasing, it's difficult for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. All right? Because you're worried about what you have right here, man.
Yeah, it's easier for an ass to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a camel. Slack.
Yeah, there you go.
A camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah. Hey, man, because you're focused on the gain over here, man. The riches, you know, gained over here. All right? When it's all going to burn at the end of the day. All right?
No.
Keep reading.
Verse 6, but godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out.
Yeah, hey, godliness with containment. Hey, be happy with what you got, your daily bread, man. All right, don't try to seek more than you can handle, man. All right. Hey, what else did it say? It says verse 7 again.
But godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out of it.
Hey, that's the perspective to have about it, man. Because we come with nothing, man, and we're gonna leave with nothing, man. So don't get overly attached with anything down here, man. All right? Keep all that in mind.
Remember it says like they're gonna cast men out of their houses.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, con. Hey, so don't worry about, you know, what you lose here, man. Hey, it's all about, man, doing all we can for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's how we gain. All right?
Yeah, you can't take nothing out of this world, man. I think Drake had a song, "Put My Money in the Grave."
Yeah.
When I die, put my money in the grave, whatever.
Man, he got that from the Egyptians, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you don't carry that with you in the afterlife, man.
Yeah, you got some grave robbers gonna take your riches, man.
Yeah.
You can't take them riches with you.
Yeah, that's a shame. No, never mind. I got it confused. All right, keep going.
For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be there with content.
Yeah, hey, be cool with your daily bread, man. Be cool with the situation that the Lord has you in right now, man. All right? Hey, in the scriptures, it speaks about how it's an easy thing for the Lord to make a poor man rich, man.
Yeah, Sarah.
It's Iraq, yeah. Hey, just know in those days that coming, you know, if you're doing your best to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, he's going to take care of you and your family.
Hey, just what we read in about King David, second Samuel 12.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord told her, I can give you such and such things.
Yeah.
And the scripture says that the Lord's cup overfilleth, man.
Yeah, come on.
We're going to get our heart's desires and just over more than what we even expect.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes you meditate, damn, I hope I get some land, you know, you meditate with, you know, but Lord's going to give you more, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Just know you're going to be taken care of, man. Hey, the Lord knows what's in your heart, man. He knows what you like.
Yeah, scripture says we don't know. No eye have seen, no ear have heard. What the Lord has in store, man. Like the brother's going into, we only have to think for the carnal mind, money, some women, big house, you know. That's what we can hope for on this side. But hey, Most High is going to give us something that we can't even imagine, man.
Yeah, bro.
World, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you go ahead. This is Philippians 4:11. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content.
Yeah, hey, man, be cool with what you have, man. Don't try to do too much, man. Hey, be all right with what the Lord has blessed you with.
Philippians 4.
Yeah. Like it says in Thessalonians, man, in everything give thanks unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because that's all Him.
It says, I know both how to be abased and I know how to be abound.
Yeah.
Everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need.
And you know these words are real, man. This is Galatians, right?
Oh,
Yeah, this is the Apostle Paul, yeah. Oh, Philippians? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the Apostle Paul saying that, man. You know, hey, the men of the Lord, man, they were locked up, man. You know, there were days where, you know, they didn't have food, but hey, the Lord still provided some way, somehow.
Yeah.
All right?
You know, that's be true in this time, man.
Yeah.
Shit. Sometimes you up, sometimes you down, man.
Fine.
Shit, that's how it goes.
I got a precept. Sirach 14 and 8. The envious man that hath a wicked eye, he turneth away his face and despises men. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. So the point is, you want to be satisfied for whatever the Lord gave you. Don't be that covetous man coveting after other people's belongings, other men's lives, because you may not have what the next man has.
Yeah.
You know, be great and grateful for your portion that the Lord gave you, because, like I always tell myself, it could always be worse.
Yeah.
There's always someone that's going through worse. I'm telling you.
You gotta
Please,
remind
you know,
yourself that, man.
There's always
Yeah.
somebody that has it worse than you.
Yeah.
I wish you know, you may have some old shoes, but there's someone I wish he had some shoes.
Shit, some people ain't got no feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something to remember when you're like at work and shit, bro. Like at least you're able to go there.
Exactly.
You know?
All right.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you may not have a car. Cause I remember every time my car broke down or some shit, and every job I had, every new job I get, my car just breaks down. But every new job that I had, there was always a way for me to get there, like a bus. Like there's always a bus station right there. You know?
Which makes you appreciate that car that much more.
Right.
Yeah.
But
It's always good to have that perspective, like that brother's saying, man. Don't think about what you don't have. Think about what you do have, man.
yeah, and that's
All right.
what this world, everyone's covetous of each other.
Yeah, that's how you know social media, Instagram, that shit is wicked, man.
Yeah.
Man, it's just it's envious, man. It's covetous, like the brother's saying.
You have it makes people depressed.
Yeah.
Because you look at your friend's life, and it seems like they're going well, and you look at your life, it's always you comparing, like, oh man, makes you sad, you know. But like a lot of people anyway that fall for Instagram, their life is not as it seems.
Yeah.
You know, it's just for the internet. Really, they deep down, the life is miserable, man.
Yeah, you on the Instagram for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
I got a quick one. This is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 2 and 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully,
Yeah.
and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
Hey, like the brother was saying earlier, sometimes we're low, sometimes we're high, man. But either way, hey, give thanks to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for it, man.
Sometimes them lows be years.
Yeah.
Sometimes them highs be like a couple months or weeks.
Yeah.
Shit.
2020 was a high moment for me, man. God damn. 2020, 2021.
But you gotta know you gotta have the right mindset when you low.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to endure the low.
Right.
Cause the whole shit might just be low.
Yeah.
Got another quick one.
You gotta learn what to take from it too, man. Sometimes it's just lessons. Yeah. It builds you up.
Yeah.
That's real, man.
This is Sirach 11 and 12. It says, again, there is another that is slow and hath need of help, wanting ability and full of poverty. Yet the eye of the Lord look upon him for good and set him up from his low estate. There's nothing for the Lord to change you from a low estate and set you back up.
That's that same chapter, bro.
Yep, same chapter. Yeah.
Rich man.
Read 214. Or 15.
Go ahead.
It says, continuing on, 13, and lifted up his head from misery, so that many that saw from his peace over all the prosperity and adversary, life and Salaki, I don't know my phone. The verse cut off for this one. But verse 14, prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord.
Yeah. That's
Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the law of the Lord. Love and the way of good works are from him. Error and darkness had their beginning together with, that was it.
Yeah. Hey, there are times where you may not understand why, but hey, man, that's all the Lord, putting you through it. That's important to keep that in mind.
Hey,
All right?
good and evil come from the Lord.
Yeah.
What did Job say when he told his wife, shall we not receive good from the Lord and not evil?
There you go, yeah.
That's balance at the end of the day.
Man,
You know?
Job, man, he was going through it, man. Even then, he said, even though the Lord slay me, I will maintain my trust in him, man.
Yeah.
That's the type of mentality everyone should have, man. All right? Everyone that's sincere.
You might have to deal with that financial thing for 10 years.
Yeah.
Shit, I know I did.
Go ahead.
But longer, man.
Yeah.
You know, so you just gotta endure. You know? These last couple years, last 2-3 years, man, that's when the Lord, you know, blessed me with a little extra, you know?
That's right.
But before that, life was hard as fuck. I got a precept. This is Sirach 40:18. To labor and to be content with what a man hath is a sweet life. But he that findeth a treasure is above them both. So to labor and to be content with what a man hath is a sweet life. So you gotta be appreciative, you know, of what you have, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. and
You
it-
know, like I always look at my seeds and I just thank the Lord, man. Like, wow, beautiful seeds, man. You know, beautiful. You know, you got a roof over your head, you got a bed to lay in, you got transportation, man. These
Yeah.
things that you gotta thank the Lord for, man.
Yeah.
And you got that treasure of the fear of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know,
Faith.
yep, you got all those things.
And you see a lot of people that they're not content. They're always stressing out.
Hey, want more and more and more and more and more money. Shit.
That's
You got
beautiful.
a nice you got a nice car. You want another. You want something better. Hey, but what does J. Cole say? Love yours.
Yeah.
There's always someone that has something better than what you got, man. So just love what you have. Even if you have a 2012 Toyota Corolla, someone your friend may have a 2020 Mercedes AMG. You know.
That's meant for that man. It's
Yeah.
not meant for you.
Yeah.
You know, a man might have a wife, you don't have a wife. That's meant for him. That's not meant for you.
For sure, yeah.
You know? What can you do?
The Lord gonna give you what's you're supposed to have in due time.
God.
Okay? He want to see how you act when you see that man with that. Are you gonna be envious and jealous and spiteful and vindictive?
That's all part of the flesh. Hey, jealousy, that's all part of the flesh. You know?
Yeah. It's important not to be envious, man. You know, you have a lot more than you think, man. All right? Appreciate that, man. Just to be brought into this faith, that the knowledge, man, it's all a gift. All right?
I've never seen a dog like that, like heavy like that.
No, that's dude.
They're usually you know, real slim.
No, that's a German Doberman, bro. I think that's a German. The American Dobermans, they're like that.
Yeah.
The German, bro, them Germans are thick, bro. I want a German Doberman.
They
Hard.
fast. They still
They
fast
don't look
like
right
that.
thick,
They
man.
still
Huh?
fast for all that weight.
Like a rock wilder.
Okay, I got 2 at my apartment, 2 slim ones, man. They look dope as shit. That one don't look right, man. That shit don't look right. Like he in his old age.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that ain't cool, man.
So yeah, back in 1 Timothy 6:8, and having food and raiment, let us be therewith content.
Yeah, man, food and raiment. Yeah, that's something I'm always praying for, man.
Daily
For the
bread.
Lord to bless me with food to eat, clothes to wear, a roof over my head.
Yeah, again, to perspective, this brother was saying, man, in third world countries, man, hey, people don't know when their next meal is gonna come, man.
Yeah.
When we easily access it, man, all thanks to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. All right?
A lot of people here in America don't know what it's like yet.
Yeah.
You know, because you know you're gonna eat shit. You know, you got all these restaurants. You know, all within each other. You know, like people can be able to go and eat.
Yeah.
Various restaurants.
Some of these restaurants in these third world countries, they have rat on the menu.
God, yeah, they do.
Okay, it's on the menu. It's what they serve. Okay.
Just to testify that, yeah, my parents, you know, they were born in Salvador, man. You know, there's a ton of stuff like that they eat over there, man. You know, when there's not food in the table.
Yeah.
You know, that goes to like lizards, eggs, like that brother saying, wildlife that is out there, man. That's what it's like in other countries.
Yeah.
All right?
Tough.
They'll eat the not so meaty parts. Like in Jamaica, they eat the back of the chicken or the neck.
Yeah.
You know, so
Small. They're big over there.
same natural size, dog. They probably just regular size.
Okay,
Not
okay.
them steroid chicken.
But that goes to show you how scarce, things are around the world, man.
Yeah, it's
All right.
hard.
It's hard. All right, and you people are gonna feel it once this famine kicks in. All right.
Society falls.
Society falls. Yeah.
Hey, stores are empty. You can't go to your favorite In and Out anymore. You know, you're not gonna know what to do.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be yourself. When that hunger pains kick in.
Hey, but the men of the Lord, man, and their families are gonna be taken care of, man. All right. Continue reading.
1 Timothy 6 and 9. But they that be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
Yeah, those that come up with money, man, that's a snare for a lot of you, man. You don't know what to do with it, man. For the most part, you just dig into pleasures, man. You think of this world, man. What you can do next, not how you can serve the Lord, but how you can serve your flesh.
Yeah, please
Alright.
yourself, please your wife.
Yeah.
Go out and have fun.
Because with money, shit, people could buy fantasies. When you're poor, you can't buy no fantasy.
Yeah.
You can buy all the type of women you wanted, all
Yeah.
the type of shit that you never had.
A lot of wickedness goes into it, man. Just pleasing the flesh.
It's a snare. That's why you see a lot of these celebrities. They do shit, and you be like, what the hell?
Yeah, all these celebrities.
This is that money.
Yeah. Hey, not just celebrities, man. The wicked elite out there, man. They do all this shit, man, because they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
It's their
like-
world.
Like hunting people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fun to them.
Yeah, that's fun to them. Yeah, manhunting.
They made movies out of that. People thought, it's just a movie. Nah, that ain't no movie. That's real life.
Yeah, that's actual real life, man. You got these manhunting games, man. That's a sport for these elites.
Hey, but who has all the money in the world?
Yeah.
The wicked elites, right? And since you have all the money in the world, what is left for a man? Power.
Yeah.
Over who? People.
Yeah.
And that's why they're getting ready to bring in this charagma, man.
Yeah.
It's MOTB, because they want full control of the people. That's what's gonna that's what's gonna be their next pleasure,
Yeah.
It's gonna be their next high. See to see that they hold everyone in bondage. Okay?
That's the next high, bro. That's a beautiful point. Because that's what adrenaline chrome is about, right? Oh,
Adrenochrome.
yeah, they get that high sensation.
Of
Yeah.
what? Of torturing kids.
Yeah. That goes to show you how this man, he wants to be just like the Most High, man. He wants to implant that thing, inside every one of you.
Read that last part again, which you just read.
But they that be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and unto many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition.
Yeah, and you mentioned them celebrities, man. That's a snare for a lot of them, man. Like it says, hurtful lust. It's a destruction.
What's,
to them.
what scripture is that? Timothy what?
6 and 9.
2 Timothy?
6.
First Timothy.
Yeah, many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition, man. Because all this world, man, it brings it's sin. All right, it's you doing everything you can to please your flesh. All right, seeing where you can get your next high, like brothers are saying.
And that's crazy, bro. A lot of these celebrities, they talk about when they get rich, they talk about these secret parties and
Yeah, Dave Chappelle brought that up,
swinger
man.
parties,
Yeah.
all type of crazy.
I had a coworker bring that up one of these times, man. He used to be he used to be heavy into dealing drugs, and he was just delivering all these kinds of places. And it's like you're saying, man, all around the world in Babylon, they have these parties like that, man. I believe they call it lifestyle parties and shit, where it's just all kind of wickedness going on. People getting coked out, fucking just giving in to pleasure. And that's what all these Hollywood parties, goes back to.
Hey, like it says 9, right? They that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare. What's that snare? That you sacrificing yourself.
Yeah.
You selling your soul is what I meant to say.
Yeah. No,
Hey,
but
because
that's real, yeah.
hey, like the scripture says, they that they gain the whole world but lose their own soul. You get the fame, you get the woman, you get the money, get all your heart's desires. But at the end of the day, you lose your soul, man. You're bound to Satan. You gotta constantly do things to please your masters, man.
People don't understand that with all that, man, comes a lot of sacrifice, man.
Yeah, and ritual that
And
you gotta
ritual,
do.
yeah.
Like another one thing, shaming ritual.
Yeah.
Like Gilly, the one Philly rapper, he sacrificed his son, and then he and then next thing you know, he was signing before that happened, he was signing over $1 million contract, man.
Yeah.
Because you people don't understand. Everyone here that's in this rat race trying to make it in this world, in order to make it in this world, you have to give your soul to Satan, man. Okay?
You know what I noticed too? A lot of the lower level Instagram comedians, a lot of the lower level people that are influencers, they have to step it up and sacrifice.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
DC.
Yeah,
Like they haven't done anything but to have money.
because they're all controlled, man. If you're someone that has influence to the people, best believe you're controlled, man. Esau's not gonna just let you,
Yeah.
like Andrew Tate, man.
Yeah. Jake.
You know, they're not gonna just let you do you, man. You can't just live freely and they have no power over you.
Hey, he speaks about it openly, man. They contact him, man. They contact every one of you that have influence and shit, bro. Yeah.
Because Esau, he likes to have control over everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at the end of the
Over
day,
what you
that's,
say, what you have the influence, you program people pretty much, man. That's what he wants.
and that's what the crime was all about, man. Control. It's all about control over the people, man.
Continue with that.
1 Timothy 6 and 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith.
So it's that love of money that is the root of all the evil, man. That lust, that desire for it, man. You know, where your next dollar is gonna come. You know,
Right.
hey man, that's what drives a man to its destruction, man. Hey, cause there's nothing wrong with making money. Like it says, money is a defense, man.
Yeah, we need money.
Yeah, without it's like what did the Apostle Paul say? If you don't work, you don't eat, man.
Right.
All right.
That's real. I got a precept.
Mhm.
What you saying? In Proverbs chapter 30, verse 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me.
Hey, be content with your daily bread. All right, with the situation that the Lord has you in right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, 'cause some bros have it better than others.
Yeah.
Some bros have more money. Some bros don't have more money. Don't have a lot of money.
Hey, but guess what? I bet you every brother have enough money to make it to the month or to the day to get food. You know?
Yeah, to survive. Hey, some bros live check by check.
Yeah.
But you got enough just so you can live till you get the next check. You got enough to pay your bills, whatever bills you have to pay. If you have to pay rent, you pay rent. Mortgage, you're gonna have the Lord will give you enough to pay that. But it says, verse 9, lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal, and take the name of my God in vain.
And that's the mind of a lot of people with money, man. You know, they're not thinking of the Lord. You know how to serve Him. Nah, they're thinking about how to please their flesh, man. All right, how to gain more of that. That's why it says the love of money. That's the root of evil, man. All right, can you go back to that?
That's what they like saying. People do something strange for a change.
Yeah, hey, God, yeah, they do, bro. Shit.
And we love money.
For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covet after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Yeah.
But thou, O man of the Most High, flee these things, and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, and meekness.
Amen. Follow after all these things, man. All right, righteousness, godliness, faith, and patience, man.
That's
Hey,
true riches.
That's true riches right there, man. And what does that word patience mean, man? That goes back to suffering. Sometimes we're gonna be low in this thing, right? but thank the Lord that you're still here, continuing in the fight. All right?
Hey, like it says, those that are poor in this world but rich in faith,
Yeah.
that have the treasures in the heavens.
Yeah.
People are so focused on having treasures here on earth, which all that's going to be corrupted and destroyed.
You might as well get that.
All right, but what about the treasures in heaven? 'Cause that's what really counts. All right, your bank account in the heavens, man. And how do you build a bank account in the heavens? By doing this work.
Let's get that, yeah.
By seeking after righteousness, seeking to please the Lord, man. You know, doing a charitable act for a brother.
Yeah. Let's get that.
Matthew 6:19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth, more where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
Yeah, forget about stacking up in here. Of course, you know, have your little bit of savings, you know, when you need it. But it's not about, you know, it's not all about that, man. It's all about storing up your treasures in heaven, man. All right, doing what you can to please Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to serve Him. Because when all shit hits the fan, man, you know, those are the treasures that we want to cash out on. All right, we want to be found in favor, you know, from by the Lord. All right. Continue on.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Yeah.
Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Yeah, where your treasure is, that's where your heart also will be, man. All right, our heart, our mind isn't making it to the kingdom of heaven, man. Doing all we can to be saved and delivered out of here. All right, that's where your mind should be occupied in. All right, not in saving whatever, you know, crumbs you can save here.
Yeah, but the scriptures also do mention about saving.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
You
that.
know?
Yeah. Hey, in a
'Cause
rainy day.
You never know when
Yeah.
you might be in a tough situation. Your car broke down.
Yeah.
Or you may not, you lose your job and you have some money saved up.
Yeah.
You know?
I notice every time I save, it's always to save for occasion.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what it's for, man.
Yeah.
Rainy days.
Hey, like we were reading in Timothy, it doesn't state that money is evil, man. It says that the love of money, man, the desire of it, man.
Yeah.
All right, there's nothing wrong with saving either.
Yeah, like
Alright.
like the scripture right here in Sirach chapter 29 verse 12. Shut up alms in thy storehouses, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction.
Yeah.
Okay, you have the money you save, like I say, you lose your job. You have that money that you saved during the time you work there to help you maintain until you get another job.
Yeah.
Money is the defense.
Okay.
Money answers all things.
Yeah.
And if money was evil, why would the Lord require our people to bring money to the temple? You know? So it's not money, it's the love of money.
Yeah. Is there more to that?
No, you should read 24 too.
Oh, okay. All the way down?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, like go read 24 Matthew 6.
Oh, yeah.
So like 26 6. It was a long way.
Can you jump down to 24?
Verse 24, no man can serve two masters, either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. He cannot serve the Most High and mammon.
Yeah, you cannot serve the Lord, you know, and money, man. All right, mammon. All right, you're either gonna cling onto one or, like it says in the scripture, despise the other, man.
Hey, bro,
Yeah.
that's why Esau is going to get a lot of these people because of that.
With that, see him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the universal income of making an extra $2,000
Yeah.
every month.
Hey, if you notice that, hey, there's predictive programming in that movie, The Purge, man. You know, in order to first start it, man, you know, they give people in the Bronx like what was it?
Money,
Yeah, like 4K or something like that.
Yeah, that's,
You know, and a place to live in, man. All right, hey, man, you know that's gonna be hey, it's a snare to trust in man, man. The fear of man bringeth the snare. All right, forget what goodies he can offer you, man, because that's only for a short season, man.
hey, and that's what I was thinking, bro. That's why Esau pays everybody weekly or 2 weeks
Yeah,
because they working for it and they fell in love with getting paid.
yeah, yeah.
You know, instead of when you get paid daily, you don't think about it. It's just you got paid. You know?
Alright.
You're supposed to get paid daily.
Yeah, we're
Exactly,
supposed to
bro.
get paid
Before
our
the sun
wages
goes
daily.
down, man. You're supposed to get paid for that day of work. But Esau, in his wicked world, he'll have you wait to get your check, you know? just got a new job and then you may just miss that pay period. You're over here working that job. You've been there like for 3 weeks. You haven't got paid yet because you got to wait till the next pay to get your first check and all that.
That's why you gotta be very wary of who you're serving, man. All right, serve the Lord, man. Don't serve this world, man.
Right, yeah, 'cause
Alright.
if you're serving the Lord, a master take care of his servants.
Yeah.
Okay, a master, if he has servants, he has servants for a reason, right? And he needs servants to do his work. You think that master's gonna let his servant go out hungry, go out not having no clothes, go out having no shelter, being cold, deal with the elements? No, the master's gonna make sure that his servants are taken care of, that he has all of his needs. That's why if you read, I'll continue reading on.
Yeah.
I'll read it.
Yeah. Building up on that, man, you know, if you trust this world, if you trust this devil, man, if you take that thing, man, there's nothing but fire that meets you, man, nothing but judgment. All right, thermonuclear destruction, all right?
And even before that, the Lord said He's
Yeah.
gonna have them in derision.
Yeah.
So
Hey, the Lord, man, he's a king of terrors, man. You know, he knows how to mess you up.
they're gonna be tortured, bro.
All right? You can't say you haven't been warned of not taking that device, that Quran. All right? Continue reading.
Yeah, read 25, Ak.
Yeah.
Therefore I say unto you, take no thought of your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. It is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment.
Yeah, like it says in the scripture, men shall not live by bread alone, man. And hey, at the end of the day, the Lord is going to take care of you and your family. All right, when evil happens, all right? You know, he's the one that put you in that situation, man. He knows how to deliver you out of that situation, all right? So there's no need to constantly worry about, you know, these what ifs or how am I going to make it past this day. Trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Yeah.
It says life more than meat and raiment.
Yeah.
You living, your life is more important than substance.
Hey, man, pretty
Lord
sure,
gonna make you-
You're taken care of.
amongst the body, all of us brothers, starting with our apostles and the elders, and us brothers, we all have testimonials that we can all say on how the Lord provided for us when we really needed it. You know?
You continue on.
Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather unto barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they?
Yeah, man, these birds are constantly being fed, you know, out and about, man. And that's the Lord, man, you know, helping these animals out. You know, what much more his servants? All right, hey, like the brothers quoted earlier, man, you know, is he not going to take care of his servants, man? All right? Hey, man, the Lord takes care of his own. All right, especially those of you that are putting your life on the line for him. All right? Does not the scripture say, strive unto the Lord unto death, and he will fight for you? All right, roughly paraphrasing. That was it to it, right? Yeah, that was all? Yeah. Can you give me that in Isaiah 65 and 12?
Con. This is Isaiah 65 and 12.
This is a judgment for the wicked of you people out there. All right?
Therefore will I number you to the sword. Ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer.
And you're being called right now, man, through his men out there in the streets. All right, videos all throughout YouTube and the internet, man. All right, this is the calling. All right, this is the warning.
When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Yeah. Hey, man, this world, man, you know, it's through your detriment, man. You know, hey, man, there's nothing but death that follows you.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
Hey, so more to build on that point, man, that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to take care of his servants, man. All right, you know, and he's going to rain judgment on 2/3 of you, man.
hey, we're gonna eat and drink.
Yeah.
Because we all know that feeling when you have some food, but you don't have nothing to drink.
Yeah.
Are
God.
we gonna eat rabbits and squirrels?
Hell no.
Nah.
Yeah, like you see in the movie.
That's what
Yeah.
these people of the world are gonna do.
They're gonna be scavenging.
They're
'cause
gonna-
that's how hard it's gonna be. Yeah.
They're gonna first eat whatever they have left in the house. They're gonna scavenge for food. Then it's gonna lead to them to eat their own dogs, their pets, fishes.
Their leather boots, their,
You know?
their belts.
Then at
They're-
the end of the day, it's gonna lead to cannibalism.
Yeah. And some of you are gonna
know?
eat your children, man.
Hey, the scriptures speak of it.
Yeah.
It happened before,
It happened before.
and it's gonna happen again.
Yeah, there's no new thing under the sun, man.
Right.
All right,
Right.
Hey, man, history it repeats itself.
Always. Oh man. Ezekiel.
And in Jeremiah, they were eating the flesh and drinking the blood
Yeah,
to quench their thirst, bro.
yeah,
That's
con.
what people gonna be doing.
And you see that throughout all the apocalyptic movies, man. That's what's coming. You know, and that's just something light, man. Because the scriptures speak about how, like, hey, a time like no other, man. You know, it's gonna be way worse. You know, this go around. All right. People aren't gonna know what to do, man. It speaks about in Ezra's how because of the lack of bread, man, men are gonna invade each other's houses, man. All right. You know, there's gonna be no compassion, no type of mercy.
And it's because of the lack of bread.
Yeah.
The Great Tribulation. So
Yeah,
even
God.
in that invasion, motherfuckers might put you on the stove and shit.
Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna have any kind of feelings, remorse for anything, man. It speaks about how iniquity, how it abounds, that the love of many are gonna wax cold. All right. Everybody's gonna be thinking of their own, man. All right. How to best take care of themselves and their families. All right. You got a precept, bro?
No, I was looking for one. I know the scriptures speak about. Oh wait. Let's get this one out. Lamentations chapter. All right. Lamentations 4:10. The hands of the pitiful woman have sought in their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people.
Hey,
Okay, and it even happened during the time of the Roman persecution,
Yeah,
the
70
Flavian dynasty. You know, when they besieged Jerusalem, you had like a mount, a fortress of I think
Masada?
it's called Masada,
Yeah.
and Jake was committing cannibalism in there. They were eating first animals, whatever they could eat. You know, and eventually led to them eating their own children, and that's coming again.
Yeah, and
You know?
it's gonna be intensified, man. That's
Because-
why you see these shortages, man. You know, it's all and brother was speaking about Masada, man. That was the Romans that cut off all supply there and shit,
And it's gonna happen.
and it's
again.
gonna happen again.
Because it says one city, you should not be able to go into
A man's just gonna desire to see. Oh no.
go into a city.
Yeah.
You should not be able to desire to go to another city, but should not be able to.
Yeah,
You have blocked off.
you're gonna have checkpoints, everything blocked off.
The second Ezra mentioned about the storehouses being full. So within that city, right, when the first like a major event happens,
Yeah,
the first thing people do is go to the grocery stores. That's the first thing they do. And they take everything out the shelves. Okay? And trucks ain't gonna be coming in every week to refill the stores, refill your shelves. So eventually it's gonna be empty. All right, and you're gonna have people either throughout the days and eat whatever they have, and all that's gonna run out, and that's gonna lead to them to eat like I said, the animals, and eventually them the children, because your children's always hungry.
yeah.
You know, your children always want some food, and you as a parent knowing that you can't feed your kids, your kids just constantly crying, kids just constantly mourning and saying they want some food, and you have nothing to give them. So what do you think that's gonna lead to? That thought is gonna come into your mind that your child should be your next meal.
Yeah.
We gotta speak of these things, 'cause these things are real. You know, especially with the common American diet. You people eat,
3 times a week.
eat
Sometimes more.
right.
3
Breakfast.
times is
Yeah.
low, bro.
That's crazy.
You eat breakfast,
Yeah.
and this world teaches you that you should stuff your face with food as soon as you wake up. Make some pancakes, make some or waffles or eggs, syrup. All that's bad for you. Okay, all them carbs for you to eat is bad for you, man.
Yeah, the average American
Okay.
lives off sugar and carbs, man. Mostly meat, yeah.
And all these fast food would have chemicals in it.
Yeah.
And think about it, you're gonna have a lot of withdrawals, man. You gotta think about like the shit that's in the food.
Yeah.
People, like if you just wait in a long ass line, like in and out, like that tells you that's that chemical in them, man. Okay? That's that chemical in them that's making them desire that. That's why they're so willing to wait in a long ass line just for a fucking burger that they're gonna finish in 5 to 10 minutes.
And I saw that last night. Literally, the line was all the way down the block. People waiting in their cars. Some damn In-N-Out burgers.
In-N-Out, bro, get us something with the burger.
Hours. Like, literally, it would take you hours to get your food. Like, why would you want to wait in line that long?
Hey, it must. Hey, go to the meat market, get yourself some
Ground beef.
yeah, ground. You can get some ground beef. No, man, keep going.
What do you say?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're saying?
But you get yourself some elk burgers, make your own shit. Faster than waiting in a damn line.
Hey, the elk is good too, man. It's leaner than beef. Elk is good meat to have.
Hey, bro, that is true. You can make a burger faster than,
Wait in line.
Wait.
and
in
it's
line,
cheaper.
Way cheaper.
You can make you a couple burgers.
That goes to show you, man, there's chemicals and like the parasites inside your bodies, man. You know, they crave, certain things, man.
Hey, bro, a lot of people are gonna get sick because a lot of people's blood is tainted. A lot of people in America got diseases.
Yeah, a lot of people,
When
man,
we
suffering
eat each
from
other,
shit.
oh, they're gonna be fucked, bro.
Yeah, we always speak about food, but we also mention about other things that people fight over. And medicine, your basic hygiene products, man.
That's real, yeah.
You know?
I think they showed that in the book of Eli.
Yeah, they're
everything,
trading, man.
everything hygienic was like spiked up, man. All the food as well.
And what do they all show you? The cannibal people.
Yeah.
How was he able to tell?
Oh, the shakes.
They're shaking their hands.
Yeah.
The meat they were eating wasn't, even in The Last of Us.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You know,
yeah.
the girl's like, where'd you guys get this meat from? Like, it's deer. No, that ain't deer, honey. That's humans.
That goes to show you, man. You can't trust everything. You gotta be fucking cold in those days, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Shit. What was he reading? Go back to Isaiah. Or no, you were reading Lamentation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want to read that again?
Sure.
All right, Lamentations 4:10. The hands of the pitiful woman have sought in their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people.
So yeah, history repeats itself, man. You know, this is gonna happen again in a big way.
Yep.
All right, hey man, hey, you people are gonna, hey, you're gonna have it the worst.
Ooh, can I
All right.
can I bring this out?
Yeah.
Does it count?
Go.
This is
The Kings.
yeah. 2 Kings 6:24. And it came to pass after this that Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, gathered all his hosts and went up and besieged Samaria. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a calf of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help, my lord, O king. And he said, If the Lord do not help thee, when shall I help thee?
Yeah.
Out of the barn floor or out of the winepress?
Yeah. And that's a mentality you have to have, man. All right, hey, if the Lord, hey, straight out of his mouth, if the Lord can't help you, what can we do for you? Not a thing.
Like
Alright.
the Contagion movie, the Contagion, that movie. You saw that girl, she had a child. That woman was pretty. She was pretty, all right. She was begging for help.
Yeah.
That one Edomite for help. She was begging. She was pleading. Okay, but the guy's like, I can't help you. You know, you're on your own. Something like that.
Yeah. That's just a judgment that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua put you in. You know, who are we to take you out of that, man? We can't.
Verse 28, and the king said unto her, What allied thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, Give thy son that we may eat him. And she hath hid her son. And it came to pass, when the king heard the words of the woman, that he rent his clothes, and he passed by upon the wall. And the people looked, and behold, he had sackcloth within upon his flesh. Then he said, The Most High do so, and more also to me, that the head of Elisha, the son of Shaphat, shall stand on him this day. Okay, that was it on that.
Yeah,
Point.
yeah. That was the point. Going back into when there's a famine, when people are hungry, they do fucking crazy ass things, man.
Hey,
All right.
I would say it. Snickers commercial.
You're
Really
not you.
not you when you're hungry, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
You have people that have hangry, they call it.
Yeah.
You get angry when you don't eat.
You have people that hallucinate, food in their mind, man.
Right.
You know, they begin to think like the next guy. You know, like he's a burger or something. I don't know.
I remember watching this documentary of what happened in Katrina with our people in New Orleans. You had this lady, man. She was like, when they were giving out water, I didn't know I could do that. You know, I did the unthinkable. I didn't know I had that in me. She was fighting, pushing, and you know, just to get a case of water.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't know that. You know, I felt some type of way, like it felt different, where I just had to get that water.
That survival instinct kicked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the saying, desperate times call for desperate measures.
Yeah.
That's real.
People gonna get desperate, bro.
Let me get this.
And it's a trip. What's coming, man? You know, don't put your trust on this device, man, because that's how they're gonna come up with the solution. All right, they're gonna ration out things with FEMA. You know, the people that take this thing, man, they're gonna get the ones that receive the rations.
Yeah.
But that shit's gonna stop.
You might get military food, you know.
Yeah.
What's up,
Man.
MRIs.
MRIs, yeah.
You know, you ain't gonna get your regular Popeyes chicken. Or you ain't gonna get your Dave's chicken or your Panda Express or your In-N-Out. You're gonna get some shit just to keep you alive, man.
Yeah. But
You
even
know?
then, that's gonna run out, man. All right. Hey, cause that food is for like
Hey,
for
but
the draft.
remember,
What's up?
Remember, Zechariah 14, Revelation 14, it speaks of the Lord pouring the wrath upon those that receive this mark, right?
Yeah.
So those that receive this mark have to be alive.
Yeah.
They have to be continuing, you know, eating and all that, drinking, so they can face that ultimate fire. Because what I should have read, Slakia,
They're gonna be barely eating though, like
Oh,
the
you
bare
know-
necessities.
You know what they're gonna be eating? What the elites are gonna give them?
Yeah,
Birds
yeah,
and
bugs.
fucking human meat.
Yeah. That reminds me of that. What's that train movie? Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer,
Yeah. They were fed like cockroaches as protein bars. They're gonna feed you, man, something foul, man.
yeah,
You can't trust this devil.
It's
Wait,
gonna
never
be
mind.
chicken flavored though.
Yeah, it's gonna be chicken flavor and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You got
Lab
bug?
grown meat. Esau's a mad scientist. He's a madman.
Yeah. It speaks about how he makes a diligent search, man, to search out that iniquity.
Why the fuck would you want to eat some lab grown meat?
Yeah.
And you know, in that video, the interview, the guy said, why not use animal meat? And then the guy was like, well, we know all type about human meat. Like, you know this is done on purpose. Like, they could have used cow meat, but they want to use human blood, bro.
Yeah.
Wicked, man.
It speaks about like how he's in his bed, man, devising wickedness, man, how to destroy our people, man. That's what he's all about. You can't trust him. All right. You gonna go back to Isaiah if you.
All right.
I knew you were at 13.
Okay. Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Behold, my people, Salakia says, therefore, thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Yeah, you're gonna be ashamed. You're gonna know why you're going through it, man. All right? That's why it says in the scripture, then shall they know that a prophet was amongst them, man. Because you're going to be seeing the men of the Lord, man, and their families living good. When all hell is broken loose, man, you're going to realize, then, why are they so well off? All right? You're going to notice that the Lord is taking care of them. All right?
It's gonna be so obvious.
Yeah.
Because the man of the Lord gonna be looking nourished.
Yeah.
And then you looking at everybody else looking bony and shit.
All dead in the
Fucking
inside.
intestines
Not panicked.
touching
Calm.
Yeah.
Calm,
got a
man.
glow about them.
All these people are gonna be perplexed, but at the end of the day, they're gonna know the reasoning why. All right.
It says,
What you got, Shimai? Second address too?
Yeah. Get rid of.
Got it? Got it?
Second Ezra 2 and 27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord.
Yeah. Hey, if the Lord is taking care of you, guarding you, what can any of these people do? All right. They're gonna be, hey man, like it says in the scripture, man, they're gonna envy what you have, but they can't do anything about it. All right. They're just gonna be forced there, suffering, starving, dying. All right.
I got a precept.
All right.
Proverbs 10 and 3. The Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish,
Yeah.
but he casteth away the substance of the wicked.
Hey, that's real. Like it says in Sirach, man. When have you seen the righteous forsaken, man? Hey, man, the Lord, he doesn't do that, man. If you're doing all you can to serve him, he's going to take care of you. All right?
All right. In the NOT, the Lord will not let the godly go hungry, but he refuses to satisfy the craving of the wicked.
Yeah.
Do not go hungry, man.
Yeah.
Shit, you may feel that for a certain period of time.
Yeah.
You know, you may eat not as much. You may not eat as much. You may go a day or two without a meal. But remember, that's all a test of the Lord. You know?
That's why it's important now to know how to deal with it, man. That's why it's important. Fasting is important, man. You know, it shouldn't just be left for like the Day of Atonement, man. You know, hey man, you know, fasting, man, it helps a whole lot. All right?
Psalms 37 and 18. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied.
Yeah, why aren't they going to be ashamed in that evil time? Because just like we were reading in Matthew 6, man, you know, we're hoping to withdraw, you know, the treasures from heavens, man. We're hoping that the Lord, he takes care of us. You know, because, hey, man, we stored as much as, you know, we could possibly could. All right?
Hey, Elijah was eating during the time of famine and time of drought.
So was Joseph, yeah. Yeah. He even had enough to give to his brothers and sisters. I mean, his brothers and his dad. That was it?
Yeah, that's it.
You got a precept? You go back to Isaiah. Did you finish? You were in 14 of it.
It says, Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit.
That's some shit, yeah. You're gonna howl for vexation of spirit. Because like that brother read in 2nd Ezra, man, there's nothing that you people can do about it, man. All right, while we're gonna be singing for joy, man, that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has us taken care of, man, you people are gonna be assed out, starving. All right, not knowing how am I gonna feed my kids? You know, you're gonna be perplexed. All right, distraught.
Well, I have a precept.
Oh, okay.
Let me just get it real quick.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I got Isaiah 33 and 14. The sinners in Zion are afraid, Fearfulness hath surprised the hypocrites. Who among us shall dwell with the devouring fire? Who among us shall dwell with everlasting burnings? He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, he that despiseth the gain of oppressions, that shaketh his hands from holding of bribes, that stoppeth his ears from hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from seeing evil. He shall dwell on high, his place of defense shall be the mutation of rocks. Bread shall be given him, his water shall be sure. When you read that in NLT 15, those who are honest and fair, who refuse to profit by fraud, who stay far away from bribes, who refuses to listen to those who plot murder, who shut their eyes to all enticement to do wrong. These are the ones who will dwell on high. The rocks of the mountains will be their fortress. Food will be supplied to them, and they will have water in abundance.
Yeah,
See,
sure.
Isaiah 65. My servant shall eat. Ye shall be thirsty. You shall be hungry.
My servant shall drink.
My servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
Yeah.
You're gonna have other people that are gonna starve and thirst for food and water, while we're gonna be somewhere where the Lord is gonna have us eating and have water in abundance, like we just read in 2 Ezra 2. Or we shall be merry and have abundance, man. And these are the scriptures that have to come into mind during this time of temptation.
Yeah.
Where everyone is gonna take this just so they can continue to live in that rat race they're in, man. Okay? But we gotta be willing to forsake it all.
Yeah.
All right, and trust in Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, and trust in His word, man, because He said that He gonna deliver us in the hour of temptation. He said that we're gonna eat. All right. He said that we're gonna drink. He said we're gonna be merry. And it's Job 5. In famine, thou shalt laugh. What spirit you got? What condition you got to be in to laugh in the time of famine? All right. You got to be in a good condition, man. That means you and your house is taken care of. So there's no need to worry about how you're gonna eat. You can't be like them Edomites, stocking up food
Yeah.
for that day, man. Like a doomsday prepper and all that.
Checking y'all out, man. You don't have to film me, man. I'm just taking a walk and,
Yeah, it's all good.
I
You
can-
stopped.
I can
You
dig
stopped
what
by.
you're
You stopped by before, right? Yeah, down there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know
I
what they
remember
hit
I used to check out.
You hit his car.
Venice Beach.
You backed up and hit his car one time, right? Yeah.
Did I? Yeah,
That was-
that's about right, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Where my money at?
My bad.
Nah, that's all good.
I'm just fucking with.
I don't know if we established
I'm-
any damage.
No, there was no damage. There was no damage.
So I must have parked right outside of
Bank of America.
Bank of America.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was-
I'm just taking a walk and I've seen you dudes out here.
I remember your face, man. That was like over a year ago.
A lot of black folks around Sherman Oaks, though. Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna check you guys out and see what you're saying anytime I pass by.
Yeah.
We're speaking of famine.
Speaking of what?
We're speaking of famine.
FAMU?
Famine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Speaking of famine, we're speaking of how the Lord's gonna provide us for us in the day and in the time of famine. Because real soon, a lot of these people are gonna go out hungry out here, man.
It's an engineered famine happening.
Right.
The people that control this earth, they are engineering a famine. Right now, we don't even think about how food travels, the farms. We don't consider that. We're in America. We're a little pampered
Yeah.
compared to other parts of the world. So the Lord is about to bring a famine upon America.
What do regular folks do about it?
Well, you're an Israelite, so you have a.
I'm not an Israelite.
You are an Israelite.
Well,
I mean, you don't believe you're an Israelite, but you are an
I
Israelite.
never even come from
So you can repent of your sins and turn to the Lord and hope that the Lord have mercy on you, or you can continue doing what you're doing and partake of that famine and be hungry and destitute in that day.
Hey, like, have you heard of all the food factories being destroyed,
Plants,
food plants being destroyed and all that?
farmers destroying their crops,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, have you heard of that?
truckers striking,
Say what?
truckers striking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we receive our food. Where do you shop at, man?
Pavilions, Whole Foods.
How does that food get there?
Trucks. Now imagine if the right? Now
Yeah.
imagine if they cut the cities off, right? You're not able to leave a city. You're not able to do nothing. No food will be coming in, no food will be coming out. And once people get a whiff of that, once people panic, they're gonna rush to the stores. There's only 3 days worth of groceries in the stores. They're gonna take all that out of there, right? What are you gonna eat? How are you gonna eat? And not to mention, there's not gonna be no power. How are you gonna eat?
Yeah, so it's not like you're gonna have food for. It's gonna have to be non-perishable foods.
No running water.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you as a human, how are you gonna eat? Yeah.
Hey man, I'm working on buying a little property and having a little space around it to be able to at least have plants that I can farm. And then a couple
sounds
small
good.
animals at least.
It sounds good, but once there's military on the street, once people are armed and they're going door to door,
Once people are hungry, going to,
Yes.
you're
you're
going-
talking about working on it. This thing could happen next week. This thing could happen in a month. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? What can you do now if you have no food?
So what is your suggestion? Is it pray and repent?
You gotta turn to the Lord, man. That's the only way. Hey, we're hoping that we could be delivered in that time.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I mean, I think that it's a good idea for people in general to not rely on the heavily processed stuff and to also know how to take care of themselves. We're not going out. We're not going out hunting. There's not even enough. There is enough space to hunt, but we got to travel for that, right? Like we're not hunting around here unless it's squirrels and small birds.
It's not hitting you, man. It's not hitting your mind. It's not hitting you, man. You're not receiving what we're telling you,
Talking
bro.
about some other layers.
Yes.
Yeah, you talking about?
It's not hitting you, bro. You're still thinking of a functioning society. We're talking about civil unrest. We're talking about dead bodies in the streets. Okay, we're talking about you haven't ate in 4 days, bro. You're weak.
It's a very tough thing to comprehend, though.
Yes,
When we've
They
all
show you in the movies.
I don't know about you, but we've all for the most part been raised in this infrastructure.
Yeah, in the city, yeah.
That's what this world, they teach you not to be self-sufficient. Rely on them,
That's why they're wanting to come with that solution, which is going to be this. They want you to rely on this.
They want you to take their microchip, man.
How are you guys handling quarantine? Or, COVID?
Shit,
We enjoyed it.
good, man.
We were happy, man.
Traveling, I'm gonna, good
I know
time.
people that were struggling. I know people that were thriving.
Thanks to
It
the
is
Lord.
what it is. We were still able to rely on ordering shit.
But hey, during that year, what you see people waiting in lines, people were fighting over cleaning products like toilet paper and all that. Then it was the food.
Well, most importantly, you have people in fear.
Yeah.
You have people in fear. So just imagine what's coming next. That was a precursor for something bigger. You know what I'm saying? So, see, you haven't been thinking about these things. I can tell you haven't been thinking about it. You're comfortable, bro.
Dude, well, I mean, yeah, I think we're all comfortable. We're all more comfortable than we plan to admit,
For sure.
right?
Yeah.
But when the
We're
rug
all,
is pulled
we're all
from you,
relying on the gasoline that is trucked in. We're all relying on the groceries. Like I'm not producing my own groceries and stuff, or my own stuff to eat. You know what I mean? I grew up with a country boy dad who, took us hunting a little bit. But if things are fucked up around here, how do we get out to an area where we can hunt? And what are we gonna hunt when everybody else is out there hunting, right?
Well, at the end of the day, the Lord got to be with you. It's not your own skills. If you can hunt, you can fish, you have all this, food stored up. That's not what's going to save
It's
you.
not gonna help us unless we can use our own two hands though too, right? We gotta,
You haven't read the Bible. Didn't manna fell from heaven? Didn't the Lord have Elijah be fed with ravens? Didn't the Lord have use Elijah to provide food for the widow and his child, and that oil did not run out, the food, until the rain came? Didn't the Lord get Habakkuk and took him to where Daniel was and fed him in the lion's den? All these
you
scriptures.
don't know about none of that.
Yeah.
I do. It's been a long time since I was in Sunday school every Sunday.
Okay. But you have a scripture at Romans 15 where it says everything aforetime was written for all learning. But we through patience might have hope. We gotta have faith that even in the famine, that the Lord can provide for us. He can have food appear. Do you believe that? You believe that the Lord can just have food appear?
You asking me if I believe it?
Yeah.
You don't believe in the Bible, huh?
I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course I do. I mean, look, man, I don't know that it. I don't feel like I should take it literally, but I should definitely learn from it. I definitely should.
You don't believe in the Bible.
You don't think so?
Nah. If you're not taking it literally, I
Take
mean,
it completely literally, and
well,
not
not
sometimes
everything is literal, but
symbolically.
for the most part, like the brother speaking of the Lord feeding
It's
you,
no
that's
disrespect.
literal.
My question's not
No,
disrespect.
we're not
It's
taking it
more,
that way.
you know, practicality.
I just think that it hasn't hit you the time that you're living in. You're living in the end, but I don't think it's resonated with in your mind yet. But you'll soon see. When comforts are stripped from you, then you'll understand. That's what it's gonna take. But that's what you're not alone. That's what it's gonna take that for the world to really recognize what time they're in, and that's why the Lord sent us out here to let you know what time it is. Get 1 Peter 4:7. All right, because we believe wholeheartedly in these things. You know, we can't distract ourselves with the madness of this world, you know, because the things that are coming are not pretty, bro. They're not pretty. All right, but hey, the Lord set us up to give that warning. Go ahead, bro.
1 Peter 4:7.
Oh, he gotta go when the word come out.
But the
He gotta
end.
go when the word come out. You see how you do?
Well, I mean,
That's
I
the
was
most
just talking about
important
walking,
part.
I gotta get back home and do
Yeah,
what I
we
gotta
know,
do.
we know. But you gonna want to hear this when it all go down, though, when it's too late.
Catch
But
y'all
that's
out
on
here
you.
next time.
All right, you catch the Lord
Sometimes
later.
there's a few passages, you know.
All right. That's check for you, man. Go ahead, bro.
1 Peter 4:7.
Right when the word come out.
Ran like a thief.
But when we have a dialogue with him, he here for it. But when we call for the scripture, you gotta get out of here.
All of a sudden,
He too comfortable. It's all good.
Say it in your own words. I don't want to hear what the Bible has to say.
Right.
Say your own words. You know, exactly. Smooth things. Don't teach us what the Lord has to say about it. You know, because they don't want to be obedient to the Lord. That's what it is. Okay, they know that this book comes with you have to make sacrifices.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta stop doing things that you like to take pleasure in doing.
Right.
1 Peter 4:7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
They don't want to hear that. That's the end. They don't want to hear that this is ending because he don't work his whole life to have the comforts that he have. So to hear that it's coming to an end, he ain't trying to hear that. That's why he up the block. But then so they know that a prophet have been among them.
Right.
And these things really been, man, hey, man. Lord's will, man.
Hey.
Shit happen sooner than later.
What does Amos say? They're gonna be running for the word of the Lord. Because
Yeah.
we speaking on a famine, but we also gotta mention the famine of the word of the Lord, which people like that are gonna want to hear in a time of chaos, man.
That's why I told him you don't really believe in the Bible, man.
Yeah.
He was talking about he don't think it's literal.
Right.
A lot of things in the scriptures is literal, man.
Yeah.
The Lord is literally gonna come back.
Yeah.
What you talking about, man? We are literally the children of Israel, man. You goddamn asshole. The Lord is literally
Gonna destroy this
gonna
place.
sick the so-called white man on you, man.
Yeah.
You know, the nukes is literally gonna obliterate this land.
Right.
Your stomach is going to
Literally growl.
Exactly. It's going to be literally empty.
Yeah, like come on, dude.
Yeah.
These women out here literally gonna get raped.
Yeah.
Okay? Hey, this trumpet is literally being blown.
Right now.
We are out here, man. Think it's a fucking joke?
Not.
Come
But
on,
Jake
man.
don't see it because your comfortability.
He don't have no faith. It's
Right.
all right. It's all right. It's not meant for him.
Yeah. It's all good. He'll remember. He'll remember when he's hungry. He'll remember when he's suffering
Oh, yeah.
of these words that the Lord spoke unto him through us, his servants.
that's why they gonna cry for vexation of spirit. They gonna be warm within themselves like,
Hey.
damn, all I
Hey.
had to do was listen to them.
That was an example, bro.
Yeah, that was it.
Isaiah 65, right? I'm gonna go back to Isaiah 65 because that was like an example. 65 and 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword.
That was a perfect example. How you doing?
Ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer.
Right, that Jake been called, man.
Yeah, this is the second time he came here.
But the thing is, you put Jake on the hot seat when you start asking them questions. When you start picking at their brain, it puts them on the hot seat. It makes them uncomfortable.
Right.
You know, But nonetheless, he's being called.
When I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Right, Jake got shaved, smooth face. You know, I'm pretty sure he worshiped women. You know, he has no problem with the white man. He loves the American dream. Jake don't want to leave America, man. Jake want to be a slave to these goddamn elite bankers the rest of their existence, man.
I got one quick one.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 24. I'm going to start at 10. It says, the city of confusion is broken down. Every
And that's
house.
what's going to happen to this
Yeah.
place. This is the city of confusion, Babylon the Great.
America.
And it's going to be shut down real soon, man. And then all the mirth is going to cease, man. You're no longer going to be able to distract yourself with pleasures, man.
Yup.
No school, no jobs, no women, no video games, no internet.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like 2020, 2021, where you had all the time in the world to seek the truth, but you chose to do folly, more folly.
Yeah.
See, but when all these things are shut down, we still going to be connected to our power.
Right.
We still connected, man. We still got the word, man. What you people gonna have? When they do away with this dollar, what you people gonna have, man? We still gonna have our power and our comfort. What you people gonna have, man? You gonna have nothing, man. You gonna have fucking depression and anxiety and fear, man. You gonna be perplexed out your goddamn mind.
Yeah,
you know?
you're gonna be ashamed.
You ain't gonna know what the hell to do, man.
Yup. Shit.
It says, every house is shut up that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the streets.
All right, then you're gonna want to understand the word. Get that, they should seek me early.
When shit is all shut down,
Yeah.
the lockdown.
When it's too late, man. Like, goddamn, Jake is hard-headed, man. Jake is hard-headed, man. You know?
All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone.
See?
Damn.
So enjoy it while it lasts.
As soon as not gonna be no, it's
You
gonna be
know,
no
hey,
more.
the Father knows how much time is left. You know?
They're talking about another lockdown for climate change.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Remember the scripture says the grinding gonna slow, but then after the grinding slow, the next step is the grinding gonna cease.
Yep.
You know, and they already talking about what's that that CBD having the what's that
Digital currency.
UBI, Universal Basic Income. Okay, but in order to get it, you're gonna have to have the CBDC under your SKIN. Okay. All right.
That's right. That's right. Hosea 5:15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge the offense.
All right, Jake ain't acknowledging their offense. Only the elect is acknowledging their offense. Okay? Jake ain't, they don't see nothing wrong with what they've done. You know? Like the scripture said, adulterous woman, she wiped her mouth and
I have done no wickedness.
I've done no, that's our people, man.
Yeah.
It takes someone humble and contrite to acknowledge what they have done.
Yeah,
For sure,
that's the first step of repentance. You gotta
Yup.
first acknowledge your wrongdoings. And you gotta feel sorry. You feel some type of sorrow, man. You know?
In this world, you can't tell a nigga he's wrong.
Nah.
That's
Because
like
he,
committing a crime.
he takes it personal. That's the problem. Our people, they take things personal. You're not seeing the bigger picture. Who is it coming from? It's not coming from us. It's the Lord, you know? That guy didn't realize that. He just thought we're just regular men just talking. The Lord is using us to speak through you, man. You know? But I will go and return to my place so they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
See, when it all hits, that's when Jake is going to want the answers, and they're going to want to repent. It's too late, man.
I got another precept.
That's like when you a nobody, right? And no bitches want you. Now you become somebody. Now all the bitches want you. It's fake, man.
Yeah,
It's fake.
it's fake. Yup.
Why didn't you want me when I didn't have nothing?
I think Tupac said that.
That's just what I was thinking about the same thing.
What's his name? Too. Mike Jones. Mike Jones.
Now they all want me. Shit.
Yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra 1:25. Seeing ye have forsaken me, I will forsake you also.
Right?
When he desired me to be gracious unto you, I shall have no mercy upon you.
And that's gonna be some cold moments played out. Cause you really gonna turn to the Lord. Naturally, as Israelites, you gonna turn to the Lord.
Yeah.
You're gonna be calling on all type of names. But the Lord ain't gonna hear you out. He ain't gonna have mercy on you. He gonna bring wrath upon you. Because when it was time of mercy, you didn't want no money. You didn't want nothing to do with the Lord.
Right.
So the Lord, you saying, after the Lord gonna, he's saying, fuck you.
Right.
You know, that's how it goes, man. Yeah, what's that? Hosea 4 and 6? It's that
Rejected knowledge.
the Lord
I will
has rejected you, man.
Yeah, oh, I got it. It was right here. I was in the house. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So the Lord has rejected majority of our people, man.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord he don't want you to be saved.
At all.
He don't want you to be cleansed. He wants you to get fucked up. To put it straight, he wants you to die. Like that Jake, he gonna die. He cool, Jake, but he gonna die.
Yeah.
He don't throughout his day, he don't think about the Lord. You know?
Nah.
There's
Not
no fear
always.
of the Lord in the city, man.
Jake ain't thinking about the Lord, man. They worship money, man. They think about money, bitches, pleasures,
Yeah.
vacations.
Good
Jobs.
jobs.
You know, that's what Jake is occupied with. Their children, their wife. That's what Jake is about. They're not about the Lord.
I got a quick one.
You know?
Second Ezra 16 and 53. Let not the sinner say that he hath not sinned, for the Most High shall burn coals of fire upon his head, which saith before the Lord power and his glory, I have not sinned.
Right, and no man could stand on this earth and say they haven't sinned. Only Yahushua. And even Yahushua sinned in his past life.
Right.
Okay,
That's why he said that the white causes without me good. There's but one good, the Most High. Okay, he separated himself from the Most High.
so we're all with sin.
Yeah.
Meaning, therefore, we all need mercy. We all need a sacrifice.
Hey, yep. Who's that?
Huh?
Yep. Hey, you got Jake that don't even want to believe in Yahweh Shah, accept Yahweh Shah.
Right. Thinking
You know?
Yahweh Shai was just a regular man.
You can't accept Yahushua. Yahushua gotta accept you.
Yeah.
What you look like accepting Yahushua? Who the fuck are you?
Like it says in the scriptures, man, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you out of the world. Roughly paraphrase. Yeah. That's real.
I guess a better word will say they don't believe in Yahushua. You know? But if you don't believe in Yahushua, you don't believe in the Father.
Levi.
That's Levi? Huh?
No, it's a new of a shirt.
Oh.
I got another one.
Yeah.
Sirach 5 and 4. Say not I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me. For the Lord is long suffering, he will in no wise let thee go.
Yeah. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the heavenly power, man.
Yeah.
You know, hey man, there's no getting away, no loophole away from your sin, man. Hey, the Lord is gonna judge your ass. All right.
Yep. And that goes along with because sentence against an evil act or evil work is
It's
not executed speedily.
Yeah.
It is in the hearts of men to
To do evil. To
do
wicked.
evil. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the Lord isn't judging you right there on the spot. You think you're getting away with it. But that scripture just say he will in no wise let thee go, man.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord gonna get you. He's long suffering. He's gonna let your sin build up to become iniquity. Okay, and then he's gonna come down with the hammer. Okay? The Lord's judgment goes out every morning. Every morning, man. The Lord is not slack in his judgment. You know?
And that Jake might die of famine.
Mhm.
It just might be his death.
So 2nd Ezra 15:56. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall from the sword. Thy cities shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst of water.
That's a serious ordeal, man. Who the hell wants to not eat, man?
And that was literal.
Eat off your own body.
It's one thing when you intermittent fasting, you're doing it on your own accord, or you're fasting on your own accord, but it's a whole nother ball game when you have nothing to eat.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a whole nother fucking ball
Yeah.
game. What's wrong with people?
Yeah.
Like that shit is something you could get over. No, man.
Right. And you see no food in the future. You don't
Yeah,
see. You
bro.
don't see it where it's gonna come. You don't see it any way you could get any food.
It's still having to fight off people. Still having to defend yourself and your family.
Yeah.
when you
Come
have,
on,
yeah.
man. Get real, man.
Hey, you know how you have apartments, all these houses close to each other?
Mm-hmm.
You know how you walk by, you can smell some food, man.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, who cooking this? It's smelling good.
I'm trying to, I hold my breath, man, because I be thinking people's making pork and
What?
I look at his shirt, feel.
Yeah. So even if you have food, you cooking it up. Your neighbors, people nearby.
Oh yeah.
It's like when a wild animal, when they smell a dead animal, they smell from miles away. What happens?
Come and get it. You ever heard of the Israelites, bro?
Of course.
Oh yeah?
Very tapped in.
Hey, what's that right there, bro? What does that mean, bro?
Egypt, indigenous land of our people, in my opinion.
So you think the Negroes are from Egypt? Yeah?
So,
So who are the Israelites then?
I believe they were indigenous black people as well. Trace back the first person, it goes back to Africa. At the Nabta Playa, that's all I'm gonna say, but I gotta go.
Listen, hold on, one more thing. But didn't the Egyptians have the Israelites in captivity?
If you believe that.
Oh, okay, you don't believe in the Bible?
I don't believe that story of Exodus of us having the people trapped or having the people locked in Egypt, because the temple that they built, that it says they built during that time, the temple was actually already built during, like, way before that.
Well, it mentions treasure cities, the pyramids and all of that. We were enslaved in that time.
We can agree to disagree, but I do gotta run. I don't want to keep my guy
You
away
good,
right
you
here.
good, you good.
Pleasure to meet y'all, brothers. I do respect what y'all doing. At the end of the day, I do. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one, boss.
Yeah.
See, but that's Jake.
They want to be an Egyptian.
Yeah.
But come on now, if you want to be an Egyptian, that means the Lord is your enemy.
Sure is.
The Lord destroyed Pharaoh. But hey, that's where our people gravitate to. Hey,
Yeah.
he had the whole arm sleeve of that shit, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I have horse and shit.
come on, man. That's, hey, I'd rather be an Israelite than an Egyptian.
Man, any day.
Hey, the Israelites got the victory over the Egyptians.
Hey, man, they,
Egyptians got drowned.
Yeah, the Pharaoh and his army, yeah. They got hit with them 10 plagues.
Yeah. Okay.
he was. You didn't see his earrings, his
Oh
ring.
yeah, I see it all.
What was that? Whatever that shit.
He's bugged out.
But he swears it's the truth, though. Okay.
You don't even know what the Egyptian mean.
Exactly.
But hey, it's all good. That's Jake for you, man. Jake gotta die, man.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Jake gotta die, man. Because Jake is not in their right mind.
Yeah.
And when they come across the truth, which is beautiful, Jake don't want nothing to do with it. They want to be an Egyptian. Or they want to be an American. In other words,
Hey,
Yeah.
I want to be an American.
damn, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Romans 11:7. That they obtained, they were, what then has Israel seeketh that which he hoped for?
then,
You know,
the remnant have attained it,
Right.
but the rest were blinded.
Right.
Yeah. See how blind these people are, man. You know, it's right there, in front of their eyes, but they can't see it because the Lord, has them spiritually blocked. Oh, you got a beetle behind you, bro.
It's all
They
good.
don't do nothing, man. All right, they're blind anyway. Like Jake.
Hey,
That's
Hey, the Egyptians are known for the beetles, using the beetles.
Okay.
Oh
Man,
yeah,
that's
for-
the spirit.
Yeah,
right
that's the spirit,
there.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a cool little being though, man. I ain't gonna lie. It look cool, man. Because we used to
Little
call them
creature.
June bugs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look real cool, man. Real
I
colorful.
likes you, bro. The Lord's creature, man.
Yeah, it's a nice creature right there, man.
Yeah.
I never disliked them joints. It was always cool.
Hey, this what Carl be calling Jake Mayate. This is the Beatles.
It's carbon triple, man. But yeah, man, it's just wild. When Jake come across the truth, they don't want nothing to do with the truth. But that's on him. Talking about he respect what we doing. No, you don't.
Exactly.
That's why Yahweh Shai says in the scriptures, blessed are your eyes because they see, and your ears because they hear. Alright? You know, we're not as blind, you know, like it says in Isaiah, we're not blind like our people.
We got
Right.
the ice off.
The Egyptians lost, man.
Yeah.
They lost.
Give me that Proverbs, man.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Hey, if he respected what we did, who was it that when they saw the Lord, they dropped their nets?
Peter and Andrew.
Yeah, Peter and Andrew, they dropped their nets immediately. Immediately they followed the Lord, okay, because they believed. That showed their faith, you know, right away. Okay.
That bug will feel the spirit.
Nah, it's okay. There we go. That's where you're supposed to be at, my man.
He was lost.
Hey, I like what you said. We brought out Peter and Andrew immediately dropped.
Exactly.
That's right, man.
See, but it's
But-
not for him.
That's right. That's why he didn't. Because the other Jake too. Like, I got somewhere to be.
You got
Jake,
somewhere to be.
that's how all Jakes are. You know, when they come up here, they always. I got somewhere to be.
Yeah.
I got some. I guess that's an indicator that shows that this word is not for them.
See, but the
You know?
Jake didn't leave until the scripture came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where he had to leave. He don't want to hear the scripture.
Right.
They don't want to hear from the book.
Right.
They want to hear our opinion, our
Yeah,
thoughts.
What did it say about let the Holy One cease from being before us?
Yeah.
Isaiah 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai because they know that this word condemns them, man.
Yeah.
And then they think they're tying everything that they've heard through religion to the scriptures. They
Yeah,
don't.
God.
They think they know the book. You don't know the
Okay,
book.
you don't know the book. You've been taught by the precepts of men, which they don't teach you the scriptures, you know, in the world. Okay, they're not teaching you who you are in the scriptures. You know, they're not teaching you about the prophecies, about what's going to happen to this place. You know, they're not teaching that you were the ones that came up out of Egypt. Okay, he think he's one of the Egyptians.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. Trust me, you don't want to be no Egyptian, man.
Man,
That means you want to be a slave. What's going to end up happening? Stuff is going to end up happening to these Egyptians and all these other nations. They're going to end up
perpetually.
be forever slaves, man.
Yeah.
Serving these people who at one point the Egyptians had in captivity for 400 years.
Talking about he indigenous. We're not indigenous to that land. That's not our land.
No.
That's
Mother
not our
Africa.
land, motherfucker.
Mother Africa.
Fuck Africa, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. So you know, got some beautiful lands in there, but
Yeah.
that's not where we from, man. That's not the land that the Lord gave us. Man.
Right, exactly.
The Lord gave us the land of Israel.
See, but that goes back to Esau with his lies.
All right.
That Africa goes back to a damn Edomite, man.
Yeah, they don't know that.
That ain't us, man. It's Jeremiah 6:10. To whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord is unto them a reproach and they have no delight in it.
They walked away from his truth, man. Hey, the Lord doesn't want them to receive it. You know, hey, he only has to select. Hey, his buddy, he had to share few. He only had to select. The Lord has to select few that he's dealing with, man. Our majority of Jake, man, they're just here to die.
Yeah, they have no delight in the word of the Lord. They have no delight in it. They don't see nothing good within the word.
Yeah, because it's not smooth to them.
Yeah.
You know?
But they say, what profited us to serve the Lord? You know, they don't see the profit in it. You know, they don't see them getting any type of gain from it.
Nor do they believe and what's coming.
Yeah.
They don't think that these the Jacob's trouble and he's seen the sign.
Right.
You know, he don't think it's coming. So hey, that's on you, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Blood is off our hands.
But we believe and we do this to store up our treasures in heaven, man.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not chasing the bag. Okay, chasing what they call it,
Maybe. I don't know.
mammon.
Mammon, yeah.
Okay,
You can't be so short-sighted, man. Yeah, the scriptures speak about how without vision the people perish, man.
right.
All right. It's all about what can we do for the Lord so we can be taken care of.
Right.
All right. That's what it's
King,
about.
King David said, "What? Let their table be a snare."
Yeah.
Okay. Let them have eyes, but they can't see, and ears, but they can't hear. They can't perceive what's going on up here.
Yeah.
They can't perceive that this is the work of the Lord. Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, bringing his prophets of old back in this time to do the same thing they were doing all throughout history. Okay, warning the people about the Lord's coming and the Lord's judgments. Okay? But they don't want to hear it like they didn't want to hear it then. They don't want to hear it now. This is only for the elect.
Yeah, the
That's
scripture
right.
says, "My sheep hear it,
My voice.
the voice, and they follow." Just like a shepherd, when he calls his sheep, they all run. They all
Yep.
come. They
Yeah.
don't.
They don't answer to no one else.
They don't
That's
answer
right.
to no one else.
Exactly.
Right, brother.
Because they know their shepherd's voice. You know, my sheep know of my voice. You know, they would not what in other words, they won't
Go straight.
they won't hinder, or I mean not hinder, they won't, the word is on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah,
They
Scripture?
won't, no, they won't stop for another person's voice. They're not going to heed at anybody else's voice. They only gonna stop and listen to the voice
Talking
of
about
their
John
shepherd.
10?
I think so.
They don't hear the voice of strangers.
Right. You know, exactly.
That's why when you said Peter and Andrew immediately dropped their fishnet, if he was the elect, he would be like, "Man, go! I'll just wait right there for a bit."
Yeah.
You know, he would have stuck around and actually listen.
That's like the scripture said, you're going to hear a voice behind thee saying, "This is the way, walk ye therein." Okay, that voice going to come to you and tell you. You know?
You get that in Isaiah?
Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Yeah, our people, they don't want to hear the words of this book, man. You know, they'd rather trust and rely on this devil, man, this white man. All right, the so-called white man.
Bro, our people rather stick around and hear about some mythical Egyptian god, fucking Hamite wearing a headdress and fucking skirts,
All lost and shit, bro.
and some 1% knowledge about the universe and shit, about matter, shit that is,
Yeah.
oh,
All that bullshit is just made the fuck up, man.
yeah.
I walked to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
That's it.
And our people have always put their trust in the shadow of Egypt. When you go into the account of this is during the time when the Syrians were attacking them. And our people, instead of relying on to the Lord, they went to Egypt and for Pharaoh and asked for his help. Just like today, man, our people trust in not ancient Egypt, but modern day Egypt.
Hey, bro.
All right, America, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
Hey, that's a good point, because even when our people did flee Jerusalem, or they scattered, they went through Egypt and then went down to the west coast of Africa. You know, some of them that believed in Egypt, they probably stayed in Egypt. You know?
Right. It says,
Yeah, Jake going everywhere.
yeah. Seen that show, Vikings?
Oh, God, yeah.
She, like the black lady, black woman,
Black lady, black lady.
only black woman there. She I come from Alexandria, Egypt.
I get
What
that
season
part.
is this?
I think it's the first one.
Oh, Ragnarok?
Oh.
Ragnarok?
The one where they had to build the fort and protect. I think season 1 or 2. I haven't, if I'm not mistaken. But
I thought you were talking about the
Think
History
about-
Channel one.
No, the one on Netflix.
The new Vikings, right?
Yeah, the one on Netflix.
Oh, with the black lady in charge of that one spot.
Yeah.
Ragnar Rap or something like that.
Yeah, she said she comes from Alexandria, Egypt.
Oh.
Alexandria is known for having a lot of Israelites.
Yeah.
This is one of the cities that's known for having a lot of Israelites there. But it says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Yeah. Hey man, you're gonna fall short, man. You know, you're gonna be ashamed, all right, because you chose to trust in this man instead of the Lord, man.
Right, because our people trust here in America. They trust America because they think America is so great.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, you were saying something?
No, yeah, our people, they trust in America because they think, America is a great nation, great military might. Just like how Esau they know and believe that, well, how Esau thinks they can't be taken down. Our people have that same mindset. They think America can never be taken down. America can never be destroyed. Okay, this place is so great. But
When they talk about United States, they say we.
Yeah.
That's what Jake does.
Yeah.
We, huh?
Our military.
Yeah, our military.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what about the Vietnam War, huh? All you jakes were put in the forefront. Okay.
Oh God, yeah.
Hey, there were more jakes in Vietnam than there were more jakes here, the Southern Kingdom here. Okay? That's why they were telling you, Negroes go home. Niggas go home. You know, you had this one, I think it was Blood Brothers? The Blood Brothers.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Where he had the daughter over there. Yeah.
Five Bloods.
The Five Bloods.
There you go, yeah.
But then they show you the history, and they're breaking down how there were more Negroes over here in Vietnam, men, than there was in America, man. And they were using you as basically as to be the first ones to die, so the white man could come through. You know, so you Jakes having a part in the military will make sense to me. Look at what this country has done to you, man. You know, look what America has done to your people. You want to go and fight. But how was it on that? You want more?
Can you give me that in dollars then? First 1 to 22. Just going back, I'm like, the warning is being spread out right now, man. You know, because if people refuse to listen or can't, you know, hey, the Lord's gonna judge you. All right.
Proverbs 1 and 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in the scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
And the Lord's Spirit is being poured out right now, man, through His prophets, man, you know, through His servants. All right, you can't say you haven't heard this before, man. And his brother was having a dialogue with the stranger who straight up knew he was an Israelite. All right, hey, the knowledge is out there.
Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Hey, the Lord is calling right now, man. All right, but our people, you know, they want to disregard it, man. They don't want to hear it. All right, like that brother was saying earlier, man. You know, it cuts them, man. How they love being in this darkness, man. How they hated the light, because hey, it condemned them. All right.
I got a precept.
They think the calling is happening in the Christian church.
Yeah, they think it's happening over there in that wickedness, man. Go ahead.
2 Ezra 2 and 1. Thus saith the Lord, I brought this people out of bondage, and I gave them my commandments by manservants, the prophets, whom they would not hear, but despise my counsels.
Yeah.
Just like today, our people do not want to hear this word. That's why they're so quick to walk out the street. They'll stop by, they make dialogue with us a few moments, but once the word comes out, they don't want to hear it. Once the prophecies and the truth comes out, they don't want to hear it, man.
Yeah, once they start getting reproved, corrected, man, it speaks about how they hate them that rebuke it at the gate, man. They don't want to be told that they're in wickedness, that they're doing wrong. All right.
But who would you rather have tell you? You rather have, you know, they'll call us. They'll say that I was judging them, right?
Yeah.
But who would you rather have judge you? Rather have the Most High judge you,
Or the Lord's
or
will.
the Most High have His men judge you?
Right.
Because when the Most High has His men judge you, that leaves you still have room to repent.
Yep.
Yeah.
But when the Most High judges you, them doors of repentance is over.
Yeah.
Them closed.
That's our
Man,
final
that's no mercy, man. When the Lord judges you, because before the Lord judges you, He uses the prophets, His men, which our people do not want to hear.
Yeah. To extend mercy to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But the Lord coming with the Most High Judge, He just coming with judgment. You know, the time for talking is up.
Hey, that's Hebrews 10, man.
Okay?
All right. Those that Moses died of two or three witnesses. Okay, but to fall into the hands of the Lord, it's a fearful thing to fall into His hands, and a lot of our people don't know. All right, neither do they fear the Lord. Okay, they don't know that you should fear the Most High, because you don't want to fall into His hands, because there's none that can deliver you.
Right. Because they believe that Esau is God now. You know, he set himself in the seat of the Most High, and our people believe that. You know, that like there's no other consequences but the consequences of Esau. You know, not knowing that there's greater judgment. You know, Esau is just the Lord's sword. Man.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's His hand He uses to smack him up with. You know,
Yeah.
He controls Esau
You don't
and
bear
say
the-
who to smack and who not to smack.
You don't bear the sword in vain.
Exactly.
It's Job 24:13. They are of those that rebel against the light. They know not the ways thereof, nor abide in the paths thereof.
Yeah.
So our people rebel against the light. You know, we know the light is Yahweh Shai, so there's a price to pay when you rebel, when you go against the Lord. Those that would not have me reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. So, what's that one in Chronicles? All they that serve not the Lord shall be put to death.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so, yep.
You know where that's at?
All the ones that will not seek the Lord.
Shall be put to death.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's the best thing for Jake. Death.
Scriptures refer rebellion as a sin of witchcraft, man. Yeah. There's nothing more to
got
do
it.
to that just than to put someone to death, man.
Yeah, there's a scripture I believe is Isaiah. This sin shall only be purged out by death. So
That's the
way our
only way.
people are, the only way to really get it out of them is to really the Lord gotta either melt them, kill them,
Only way.
starve them.
Death.
That's the
Yeah.
only solution, yeah.
Death. 2 Chronicles 15 and 13. That whosoever would not seek the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, God of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. So no matter who you are, all right? If you don't seek the Lord, you're gonna be put to death.
Power
Speaking
of
of
Israel.
death, boom, look at that, across the street.
Oh yeah. I wish I could zoom in, but I can't.
Let's wrap it up, brothers.
Where did we last leave off?
Proverbs.
Proverbs? Oh, okay.
Proverbs 1 and 25. But ye have set at not all my counsels, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
Yeah, then isn't going to be too late, man. You're going to want the answers. You're going to seek the men of the Lord, but hey, you've been warned. All right, this is the calling right now. All right, this is the grace period is right now, man. The doors of mercy are still open. All right, but they're slowly shutting down.
It says destruction as a whirlwind. Y'all brothers see them tornadoes?
Yeah.
When they come across anything, whatever's in its path is getting sucked into it, devoured.
There's no escaping that, yeah.
And this word
Yeah,
is
that's-
going out for you to choose who you're gonna serve.
gonna serve Yahweh Shemi Hawashai,
Life.
or you gonna choose death.
Yeah.
Okay, you gonna choose life or you gonna choose death. Okay, as simple as that. There's no in between. Okay, and you're being warned, whether you take it as a warning or not in your mind. You know it. You know in your spirit that you've been warned, and you know what you chose. You know what you chose. You chose not to hear the word. Okay.
They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord.
Yeah, you chose not to fear the Lord, man. Man, you chose to, hey, like the brothers was going into, you chose to rebel, man. You chose to choose the world, man. You chose death. Yep. All right?
There were none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of their fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil.
Yeah, hey, the Lord is going to take care of his men, man. You know, and he's reserving judgment, hey, for those of you who disobeyed. All right? For those of you who chose to do wickedly. Okay? Brothers have any closing scriptures? That's it, bro. That's it. All right, so with that, hey, Lord's will, you brothers were edified. You know, again, we'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Hey, Barakat the Yahweh.
Barakat the Yahweh.
Barakat the Yahweh Shai.
Barakat the Yahweh Shai.
Hey, Shalom, brothers. Hey, Lord's will, until next time.